We don't do mic checks on the show.
Check.
Check.
Oh, beautiful.
Check. Am I good
Yeah.
here? Can I go low? Is that okay? Or should I give you
Go
high?
low? Just keep
low.
it a little close
Keep it a
because
little
they're
close?
not
Okay.
great, if I'm
Okay.
being honest. Yeah, dude, your episode is the most viewed it's like 11,000.
Huge.
And,
Welcome back, folks.
I went on a like a month break because I was on the East Coast, and I would like check the YouTube analytics, and like every other video would like go down. Dude, yours stayed steady.
It keeps going, dude.
It does.
It keeps going.
It's so unstoppable.
It's unfortunately my most viewed video on the internet.
Are you serious?
On YouTube, yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
think so.
I was gonna say on the internet. Dude.
No.
Yeah.
I think on YouTube though.
Dude, didn't you have a video get like a couple million recently?
Yeah, it's popping. It's good.
Can I when you dude, because I posted a video for my climbing gym that got like 67K in
Yeah.
like 24 hours.
Mhm.
So then they're like, "Oh my god.
Yeah.
Whoa, this is huge
Yeah.
for us." And just for that, I'm checking Instagram every 10 minutes.
Oh, dude, I had to put my phone.
It's so bad. I have to read
Actually-
every comment.
Shout out to JOT.
Shout out to JOT.
He was good about this, where he was like, the second that clip started doing, because I think it's at like 15 million right now.
Not
It's
bad.
It's good.
Yeah.
And it was. I just don't really check social media a lot, so I was hanging out with Josh that morning, and he was like, "Didn't you post an Instagram reel today?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "What's it at?" And I was like, "It's like 100,000 views." And he was like, "Dude, it's been out for 2 hours." So he was like, "This is gonna keep going."
You didn't think about that?
I didn't think about it keeping going. I was like, because a lot of them were hitting 100K,
Uh-huh.
but like over the
They
course
plateau?
of like a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they were plateauing. And I was like, and he's like, "Dude, it's been 2 hours. It's going to keep rolling." And then he goes, "My advice for you, delete Instagram, put your phone away for the night."
That's good advice.
And I kind of did that. The only thing I kept up on was I was like, okay, I'll push my mailing list and other social medias on there.
How's the mailing list been working?
It's fine. It's
Yeah.
not like everyone's like, "Do you get a bunch on there?" It's like, no, you get like a couple hundred, which is cool.
Damn, that's a lot.
It's cool, but it's not like, it really. This is gonna be such a hater take, but having any social media success really makes you realize that thing we were talking about off camera of like how many people are pretending to be professional comedians. Because in my head, I go, "Oh, I have more quote unquote followers and clout than you do," and I'm like, I can't sell shit for tickets.
Yeah, isn't that interesting?
Yeah, so there's people that are like, "I got 10K and I'm selling
Yeah.
out in Wyoming," and I'm like, "No, you're not. You're not. You can't sell out here. Like, you can't."
Yeah, that's interesting how like there are guys like Jim Norton is like past the seller. He's like revered as a comic by
Yeah.
every other comic. He can like sell tickets, but like he can put a YouTube special up and it won't do that well.
No.
Isn't that interesting? And like Andy Haynes, he's past the seller.
Yeah.
You have more followers than him.
Yeah, which is weird.
You have like twice as many.
Yeah.
And
it's-
he's just like making a living.
I will say the
fully.
one thing I'm proud of is I only post stand-up clips. So, like, anyone that follows me on Instagram is there for stand-up comedy.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's so many people that post, like, we know a bunch of them, like, just, like, POVs of them being like, when you're at the gym, and it's like, all right, you can maybe get followers off
Dude,
of that.
I
But are those people buying
can't-
tickets?
I can't bring myself to just put a phone in my face
No.
and talk to it. I don't know what it is.
I
will,
used to do it all the time.
I'll do
and I
everything
hate it.
else. Oh yeah, you did.
I used to do it all the
You used
time.
to sit there and
That's why
fucking, when
peop-
you're long hair and that was when you had a vest.
Dude, that's why it sucked so much. That's why people are like, why don't you start doing that stuff again? I'm like, I got into stand-up to stop doing that. So, like,
I killed
I started
that, AJ.
taking. I was already doing stand-up, but I started taking stand-up seriously so I could stop doing that.
Yeah.
I'm not just gonna do that to sell tickets.
Yeah.
And also,
Yeah.
I don't think it works.
Dude, my goal is to become a movie star for exactly one movie so I can just take that money and just do stand-up.
And just do
Like,
stand-up. Yeah.
no matter what happens, it's just like, all right, just give me this and then let me do stand-up.
And then let me do stand-up.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
And also to get I've said this a couple times, but
Yeah.
like my dream is to get so good at stand-up that I become amazing at golf and horrible at stand-up. That's like my ultimate
Oh
dream.
fuck, that's happened to a lot of people.
Dude, it has, but have you seen their strokes? They're so pure.
They're really good at That's anyone that gets like really good at a niche thing, because then you just go to golf outings
Uh-huh.
and you're good at that and like
You're with
poker.
Steph Curry and shit. You're
Yeah.
like, dude, I don't need to tell jokes
No,
anymore.
no. If anything, for
You
your
become not
career,
relatable at all.
The golf outing with Steph Curry is probably more important than the shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, it matters way more at that
No
point.
one's going to be like, how was Poughkeepsie?
No.
They're going to be like, you met Steph Curry?
Yeah, talk about that on stage.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah,
wanna
exactly.
hear about
but
that.
that's what's cool about Nate Bargatze is he's still like the best comic in the
Yep.
world. By the way, the fact that you had a real collaborated with him on his account.
That was cool.
He's the biggest comic in the world.
Can I be honest with you?
Go ahead.
Didn't know he was doing that.
Whoa.
I woke up and just saw it. Because I knew Nateland was putting that out, but I didn't know they were collabing with Nate's account. He must have just liked the clip and was like, cool, I'll post it.
That's sick.
Which was cool. But I had no idea. And then I for real woke up and was like, just got an Instagram notification that said Nate Bargatze tagged you in a reel. I was like, oh, cool. All right.
Damn.
Yeah. What a fun way to start the day.
Yeah, not
And
bad.
then you're
Time
like,
to delete.
nothing can go wrong.
Time to delete Instagram.
Yeah.
Did you meet Nate?
No. I've met, do you have a cat? Oh, you have a roommate.
But that wasn't. He's not home right now. Also, I have a crazy story to tell you.
Okay.
In
I'm in
like
on
2
this.
seconds, but.
Well, I've met Dusty and I've met Aaron and I met Brian.
And John DeToy, right?
Yes.
That guy is the cousin of one of my friends from college.
Really?
Yeah. When I started stand up in Chicago, he's like, I have a cousin that does it in Nashville. You should DM him.
John rules. He's a cool
John's
dude.
so cool.
He's a very cool dude.
Yeah, I remember he told me when I DM'd him, like before I had ever done stand up, he was like, it takes some people like years to get a good 5 minutes. And I was like, I should quit now.
Dude, hold on. Before you start, I made a very.
No, go ahead.
Brando and I were hanging at the vault last night. And dude, if you go to the vault mic occasionally,
Yeah.
right? When you go there, Brando Harris is like, I mean, he might as well be Nate Bargatze in that room, where it's like they just fawn over. And I'm like, that's my friend Brando. Don't do that. That's weird. Because it's just a bunch of like new suburban comics being like, Brando, great stuff, dude. We love you. You're great around you. Like, and you're like, all right, come on, chill out on him a little bit. But I was telling him a story of my grandpa was in Vietnam and like never talks about it. But then one time he got really drunk and he was like, he just kind of casually explained to us like, yeah, we were getting off the plane coming back from like Vietnam and everything, and like the new recruits were coming on the plane at the same time. And he was like, we were grabbing guys by the shirts and being like, don't go in there, you idiot. You have families. What are you doing? Like, it's not worth it. Go home. And then I turn to Brando and I go, I feel like that's what we're doing right now. Just new open micers, and we're like, this isn't worth it. This truly isn't worth it.
That's awesome.
Because also they do this thing where they're like, man, how'd you get on, like, I don't even want to say a show here, but like, how'd you get on this show? And you're like, that show actually sucks. Like,
yeah, isn't that funny?
That shouldn't be aspirational for you. You don't want to,
Yeah.
You're like, this one sucks. It's not good, you know?
Mm-hmm. I'm doing Best Night Ever tonight. I'm like so nervous.
That's a good show. That one's fun.
No, it is. I get nervous for literally anything, though.
Why?
I'm a pussy, dude.
Yeah, you're funny, dude. You're a funny pussy.
I'm a dumb pussy. I was also going to ask you about. Well, let me tell you this story.
Okay,
first.
okay.
But then I need to ask
We have
a
so many
question
things
about
to
your
get to.
material. Yeah, dude, that's good though.
I've been gone for a year, dude. We got so many things to get to. I
Yeah.
cut my hair and
You
everything.
honestly have to do the pod more because
Yeah,
like
dude.
sometimes going, dude, like you're a guest where I'm like I don't have to like worry about that. We're just gonna have a conversation.
Yes.
It's gonna be fine.
There's others you're like, all right,
Somebody was supposed to be my guest this week,
Okay.
and I was a little concerned.
Can you say it and bleep it or no?
It was Lucy,
Ferrante?
but I just, I just,
Lucy, you fucking suck, dude.
I just didn't know. I was like, I haven't had a long form conversation with Lucy in a very long time.
I think it'd be more fun than you think. I think
it's gonna be good,
I think there will be
but I have to think about it.
incredible highs and then
Some devastating-
3 minutes of silence.
That's good. It's authentic.
Yes.
Me and Lucy are gonna have an authentic pod
Yes.
next week.
Okay.
Anyway.
Little promo for Lucy Ferrante. Lucy is one of my favorite things. We've been doing just like phrases, just as friends. We just do bits, and she's been doing this thing where she'll say, "It's like we never left," but about a place you've never been to before.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty funny.
And I really like that.
Yeah, that is.
I really like a subtle
What's a place
bit.
that she said that about?
She said that about a coffee shop we went to that was just like in the middle of nowhere. It was like, it's like we never left.
Yeah.
I was like, have you been here before?
Just the
She's like,
shittiest
"No."
possible place.
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay, story.
Yeah.
Go.
Okay. So I was in. Oh, dude, they're gonna eat this up. I always forget. I have so many fucking gay. Anyway,
Is this a story about feet?
I
What
was
is
in-
it?
It's close. I was in my room
Okay.
yesterday, and I called Jackson White. We were like riffing off each other for whatever reason. Every time I call Jackson, we both like get in the deep depths of our loneliness and not having women, and then it just makes me incredibly horny. Like I will do after every phone call with Jackson, I hang up and immediately beat my cock.
Have you told him about this?
Yeah.
That rules.
And he's like, "That's not my fault." And I'm like, "Dude, it takes two to tango."
You're doing something for
Yeah,
me.
exactly. But so I hang up because we're talking about like you women, all that, blah blah blah. By the way, 2 months ago I tried to quit porn. We're back.
We're back. Hey, we're back, baby.
Because I didn't
I've been on
become
porn for like a year.
I didn't become a better person.
Actually, the quitting porn thing started on this podcast. 'Cause
Really?
We were talking about it. I haven't gone back since.
Now I got to quit after
Now
this
here's the thing.
podcast. Yeah.
I will watch like anime Instagram reels.
See, do you get hard?
Yeah, But I'll watch them to like,
Your threshold.
dude, my tolerance is so low. I'll watch them like,
That's another one of my worries.
I'll watch them as like an appetizer, not while it's going on.
So you watch it as an appetizer and then you go into the
Put the
shower.
phone down.
Yeah.
Like it's
Well,
game
I
time.
mean, dude, I actually had a sesh in the shower the other day.
Sesh.
Pure imagination, and after it happened, it was because always you have like the clarity. It's devastating.
Yeah.
This time I was like, that's what it's supposed to be.
I kind of agree.
I had that, and I was like, whoa.
That like post nut guilt. Without porn, you kind of don't feel it.
Yeah, you're kind of proud of
You're
yourself.
kind of just like,
yeah,
oh, okay,
I still have that dog in me.
I did the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny how both pods we've talked about jerking off in the shower. Anyway,
Yeah,
so I
for
was in my
sure,
room.
dude.
I was in my room.
This is what I came over for.
Yeah, that is exactly.
That's what this pod is.
So it really is. It's called post-set clarity.
Yeah.
We like never talk about sets, but
No.
we just talk about anyway. So I was in my room. Jackson calls. I go over. I lock my door because my bathroom door, the floor has been raising, so the door doesn't close anymore. So that used to be my chamber.
Okay. Your
Now
chamber.
I can't fucking go in. Yeah, like in the airport, they have like the breastfeeding chambers.
Yeah. Do you jerk off in those?
I mean, no, I'm kidding.
Oh, okay.
Apparently,
Like,
there's
only if there's a baby there.
Christus Stefano said there's like an epidemic of guys who have done that, though,
I would see
which is
that.
so funny.
Yeah.
Technically still milking. But so I was in my room. I go over, I lock the door, and then I'm like, the problem with me is like I spend so much time browsing. So I'm like 15 minutes into browsing, and then I finally start, going to town. And then my door handle jiggles like aggressively, and I'm like, oh my God. Like, it was like I was like a kid again. So
Yeah.
I pulled up my pants, and I just was like walking around my room like fucking, I'm not jerking off. I'm just like looking around. But I'm not going to open the door for my roommate. So then I
Right.
wait like 10 minutes, and then I'm like, all right, I finished the job. I walk right out of my room. I march to my roommate's door. I open it. He's like working. He's working from home. And I'm like, you fucking jiggled my fucking doorknob, dude?
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I've been here the whole time.
Whoa.
And I was like, what? And he was like, I've been working for the past 2 hours. I haven't left my room. And I was like, dude.
That's.
What?
Do you have a theory?
A ghost?
A ghost?
I don't
Ghost is your
believe in
best theory?
ghosts, but like, I don't understand. It was
Maybe
so
you were
clear.
beating it so hard you just
Maybe-
rattled the room. Maybe you shook the door.
It's like when a panda like scares itself.
That's That's the alpha male version of a panda. It's just,
just like sneezes and like.
oh shit!
Yeah, maybe it was that. Yeah, that was sort of paranormal.
Damn, dude. That is the
That was
well.
the whole story.
I love that. That's the scariest part of the thought jerks are good.
Thought jerks are amazing,
However,
but yeah,
the noise.
the noise
You need something on in the background. That's what I figured out.
because you can just hear.
Just hearing yourself.
Oh, that's why I do it in the shower.
That's also good.
Because if you're doing, so
It's
you're
been a year. Haven't even thought
you're
of that.
thought jerking in the open.
Yeah, dude.
That's crazy.
No, it's
yeah,
not.
the acoustics they're bouncing off the walls.
I got a TV on in the background or something.
What do you put on?
Whatever's on. I try not to overthink
Because you could
it.
Pavlov it to where, like, if you put on The Simpsons, then every time you hear like Bart Simpson, you come or
It's
something.
just Roast Battle Chicago.
Oh God. The battle.
Not to be weird, I have had sex in my apartment with Roast Battle on in the background.
Cool. Was it your roast battle?
No,
Okay.
that would be lame.
Yeah.
It's just me getting beat by Annabelle.
What was
Bond.
happening? Did she beat you?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say.
I think it was Max.
Sorge?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one to have on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's not like an ugly dude.
No, he's a good. So you primed her with Max. You primed her with Sorich.
Yeah, I go watch that guy. People say I look like that guy, huh?
Yeah.
People say I'm just like him.
You know how deep I'm gonna get in you? Look how deep his eyes are.
Yeah, look at
Yeah.
him. That's me. And they're just,
Were you actually like arm around this girl on your bed watching like, check it out, babe, it's roast battle, and then you just started?
no, it like came up in my algorithm because I always just turn on YouTube,
Oh, I see.
and then it just came up,
Yeah. Congrats on
and
the.
then I just heard 3, 2, 1 roast, and I was like, I'm gonna go.
It's time. Yeah. Dude, if you actually came at the exact moment they said 3, 2, 1 roast,
That would be
that
so
would be
sick.
really funny.
So sick.
And then just came on her face.
I would have called Greco immediately, been like, you have no idea what I just did.
What if he was like, I know exactly?
Yeah. What do you think I do the countdown for? For the viewers at home.
That's pretty good. I used to. Have you ever watched porn with a girl and then had sex?
No.
I've never done that either. I had a girl who wanted to do that, and she was up, but she was always like, "You put on the porn," and I was like, "I don't think you're gonna
I
like."
don't think you want to see what I
It's
pick.
like, I think I'm gonna like this.
How about I pick the movie after? Because
She picks the porn, you pick the movie after.
Because women got dog shit taste in movies.
I think gonna say they have dog shit taste in porn.
Probably that too.
Yeah, I don't really know what porn they're watching. I remember.
I also don't want to see what she picks.
That's the thing.
You know what I mean? Like, either way, you're losing.
Yeah.
Now, that's one of those things that's really good in theory, and then in practice, you're like, this kind of sucks.
I don't even think it's good in theory. I was watching a Sex in the City episode where I think Miranda was with a guy, and they were having sex, and he just would put on porn, and then while they're having sex, he would just watch the porn the whole time.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, if I was Miranda, I'd be so heartbroken.
I'd be so sad, dude. I'm trying to be in the moment.
Yeah. But now, I mean, you're at the point where you can just like, well, so this is what I was going to say is like, I thought it was going to make me into a better gentleman.
Better
but
lover.
It just like, it made me, well, I haven't loved anybody in a while.
I'm not an active lover.
Yeah, I've cut some holes in teddy bears, but like I haven't, but like, dude, it just made me like walking down the street.
Sorry, I don't mean to get into this.
What?
You know when your doctor for a physical is like, are you sexually active? Funny to be like, man, I haven't loved in a while.
Doctor.
I
Yeah,
haven't
you get all
loved in a
black
while.
with it. You're like, I haven't loved in a long time.
Loved in a while. All right, sorry, go.
It doesn't have to be love. It'd be funny if you could only get an STD if you loved them.
Oh,
So-
babe, you have
So
chlamydia?
if you got chlamydia, it's like you fucking loved them.
You loved him?
Yeah, well, I guess you're already getting cheated on, but
Damn.
whatever.
Continue.
Yeah, dude, it made me fucking. It didn't make it. I just like. I started walking down the street, and every single human, I was like, we could do it.
Yeah.
We could do that. So my question is, do you get past the point where that
Yeah.
stops?
Yeah.
How long is that?
I
Because
think
I went like a month.
I think I boomeranged back. I'm pretty asexual at this point. I'm pretty like,
Dude,
I don't
you're not
really-
asexual. Anime, you.
Yeah,
What are you
that's fair.
talking about?
hey man.
You get.
Sometimes
hard
I
from-
just say shit. I didn't really mean that. I did,
A
dude.
moment of clarity.
the last podcast. Also, post that clarity idea for a future episode.
Sure.
You might hate this. We record for 30 minutes. We jerk off, and then we record the next 30 minutes.
Let's do it. I'm not even kidding.
I would do that.
Yeah.
I can't do it today.
We'll do it.
I got plans, dude. I can't do it today.
I will do that in this apartment. I'll go to my room. You can have my bathroom.
Cool.
Or if you want my room, no, that's too personal.
No, I'm not taking your room, dude.
It's too personal. If you're like looking at pictures of me on the wall and stuff.
Yeah.
No, you
Just
gotta be in
you
my
playing
bathroom.
like 5th grade football.
Yeah.
Like,
No. Yeah, like my roster picture.
oh yeah, because I'm going memory jerks too. So I'm just like looking around your room, just taking in
There's
the
gonna
Legos.
be a pop in. There's gonna be that's the other thing with a memory jerk. And there was a guy who told me this. It was like one of those like kind of like alpha things of advice. He's like porn is ruining men. Porn is like taking away men's vitality, which I kind of agree.
I kind of agree.
Yeah, it's like I could see how that's true, but it's like whatever. But he was like, what you should do is you should only jerk off without porn, and you should always jerk off to somebody that you haven't had sex with yet.
Like the thought of somebody you haven't had sex with.
Like it should never be a memory. It always has to be somebody that you know in your life, but then you're just like you're violating so many people.
Also,
and
it's
you just
like
have a Rolodex.
no, if my friends aren't that hot, I'm gonna run out pretty quick.
But you can see a woman on the bus or something. Well, but then you don't. That's kind of funny to see a homeless
Ma'am,
guy.
hold still.
A homeless guy jerking off on the bus, be like, this guy's still a man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't need porn.
Damn, this guy's off porn. The homeless dudes, that's why they're so alpha.
Yeah, they don't even need to see tits.
They're all off porn.
They can just see a woman in a winter jacket, and they're still hard.
They're
They're
just
honestly
imagining her
healthier than
silhouette.
us.
Truly.
Yeah. Oh, dude, a sexy silhouette. Dude, when I was in 7th grade, I remember I was watching Madden videos on my desktop. I've never told a soul this. I was watching Madden videos on my desktop, and one of the thumbnails for the next Madden video was just like a woman's ass in a Miami Dolphins thong. And while Duke the Killer was playing Madden, I jerked off to the thumbnail to the right of the video.
Just the loading screen.
Isn't that nuts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, we've all done worse.
Yeah, what's the worst you've ever done?
Hey, man, we're not sharing that. Actually, wait, I'm trying to think. What's the worst thing I've ever jerked off to? I don't know. I really don't know if I have one where I go, that's bad. thoughts of like old teachers.
Like old as in they used to have them, or you had them and they were old at the time?
They were like pretty old at the time.
What's
they
the
were like
oldest teacher you've
probably.
yoinked it
I'm
to?
talking like late 60s.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, I respect you more for that.
Yeah, I'm an elder lover.
If anything, that makes you a better person, right?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, I
almost
was thinking
definitely.
about this. Not to go completely off topic, but
There's no such thing.
yeah, there's no. There's just whiplash.
we
Listen to
could
this
be one of those
podcast.
podcasts where it's like,
Yeah. I do hate that so much. As you said that, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Dude, the last podcast
saved
we did.
me. Yeah.
The last podcast saved my life. Comedy saved my life. The last podcast, remember I was telling you about that girl that I sent flowers to?
Mm-hmm.
She did listen to that episode.
No.
She did listen to that episode.
Fallout.
We did have sex again. Pretty cool.
Fall in.
Pretty sick. Boys at home. We did it. Huh? Look at us go.
What's up, fellas?
But then she never talked to me again.
Ah.
So that kind of sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I can't really blame the video. Do you blame the video or the sex on that then? Because I mean,
I don't blame the podcast. I'd
you
never
had
blame the
an in
podcast.
after.
The sex was good. You know when you have sex with a woman and you go, it's like a set where you go, no, this I did good. If the audience doesn't like it, that's fine.
You're
but
like, yeah, like I didn't hear a lot of pops, but
I'm proud of the
I
performance.
know
Yeah.
inside of me that was good.
Yeah. And now outside of me. Okay. Stupid.
Inside of her.
Come on. This guy gets it. We're rolling,
Man.
dude. Funny just comment on how good the pod's going. Hey, man, we're crushing right now. We're like 10 minutes in.
It feels like we've been cruising for an hour.
Hey, man, this shit's flying by, but we were rolling for 4 minutes.
Oh, it's so wild to me how different my episodes are with different guests. It's really crazy.
Which guests am I most and least like?
Most and least, I mean, that's
Conversationally.
well, everybody's so different, dude. You were a lot like, you know what? You're a lot like.
Brutal. Bro, come on.
I'm sorry.
You on this
That's where it goes
podcast?
to. No, I had her fupa.
You gotta
I
cut
was
that.
just setting
You
that.
gotta give her that name. You gotta get that name out of here, dude.
That's hard to say. Everybody's so different, but this is a lot more. Because some podcasts I do, we get like somber and like
Yeah.
very serious.
Very emotional.
Yeah.
That's not my vibe
It's
at all.
yeah, no. Thank
No.
God.
No.
Yeah.
I feel like people that have deep emotional stuff actually are never like that in real,
I was thinking about this because I've been like writing so many jokes about my dad dying, and it was like I know that your mom passed away, and it's like, dude, everybody's so delicate about that shit when you're talking to them because they
Yeah.
haven't had it happen to them.
Yes.
But whenever you meet somebody else that's had that happen, they're like, no way, how,
Yeah.
when, was it tragic?
Yep.
Like, and you just
Oh,
immediately-
cool,
yeah,
yeah.
you get into it, and you're like, dude, that's sick.
Me too, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
When I do dead mom jokes now, I have a line that doesn't necessarily get a laugh, but I just really like saying it, which is if people moan, I go, don't groan. Sympathy is an overrated emotion.
I like that.
And I do agree with that.
Yeah.
The whole concept of sympathy is like, oh, someone's sad, I'm going to be sadder in front of them, and that'll make them feel better. It's like, no,
Yeah.
it won't. That's such like a weird. Empathy's stupid. Can I say something? Hey, as a white
That's
guy,
gonna be the title of the video.
empathy is unnecessary.
Empathy is unnecessary.
A stupid emotion.
Well, empathy. I'm not good with these. Empathy is where you put yourself into their shoes. Correct?
Empathy is necessary. Sympathy is dumb.
Okay, so sympathy is dumb.
Sympathy is dumb.
All right.
Empathy, you're right. That's probably
All right.
pretty necessary.
Yeah, I also run into the thing where I'll say like they'll find out that my dad died, and then they'll say like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, and then I'll be like, no, he was like an asshole, and then they'll be like,
Yeah, they don't know how
not
to
sorry,
react.
like, but it's like, what do I want them to do? I was
Yeah.
kind of thinking about that last night on my car ride home from the mics, and I was like, am I expecting people to be like, I'm not sorry? Like,
no.
like what the fuck?
I like when people do like a quick, but they don't let it linger. Where they go, "Oh, dude, I'm sorry that happened," and then they go back to conversation.
Yeah,
I like, 'cause that's what I do to
like,
people.
anyway, when's the last time you jerked off? From
Yeah,
imagination?
yeah. Because it's like, you know,
We don't need to linger.
if I want to talk about it, I'll keep talking about it. But like, we don't gotta linger
Yeah.
here.
Unfortunately, I do sometimes get drunk and talk about it for like an hour and a half.
But then it's fun.
It is fun.
But
yeah.
then it's kind of fun. Or
But it's
sad,
it's fun
depending
for
on-
us. But then the people around you are normally mortified.
Yeah.
That's what I found. Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta like,
And then after you're like, did I make that weird? And they're like, you have to pass, I guess.
and they're like, I guess it's fine. And
Yeah.
you're like, well, okay. This is another similar with the sympathy being an overrated emotion. I really hate. All right, this is gonna be we're getting into the woman hate early here.
Sure.
I really hate
None of the. I looked at my demographics the other day. 0% women.
zero
so
women. Zero women are watching this
The
podcast.
girl you gave flowers to is gone.
She's the only one.
So
She's the only one
and
ever.
my ex, and when I broke up with her, I asked if she was going to keep watching the pod, and she said no. And then,
Tough.
and then when we met up again, she asked me why I asked her that, and I said it was funny, and she was like, "That was not funny." And I was
Bro,
like, "I
you're
stand
like,
by it
That's
being
so
funny."
This is
But
why we broke up.
yeah, I literally told her I was like, "My demographics are going to plummet."
I don't like. I feel like there's a new thing of like young women, where
Yeah.
if you go on like a first date, they try to be like smarter than you. Where like you'll do one thing and they'll be like, "I think I figured you out," and then they'll just like
they love that.
make a really like general
Yeah.
description of you and be like, "I think I figured you out," and you're like, "I did that with a girl. I took a girl to Hush Hush."
Wait, you did that with her?
No, she
Oh,
did
okay,
it to me,
okay.
and it really pissed me off.
What'd she do? What'd she say about you?
I took her to Hush Hush, and she had DM me online, and so like, I was like, "Hey, do you want to come to like a bar with us afterwards?" And I said that, which I've said to other people before, like, where I'm like, "Hey, I don't want anything. I'm just trying to hook up with you, because like, this is just a situation right now. We're just going to a bar. I'll take you to like a restaurant or something at some point. I just don't want you to think
I'll
I'm
get
like."
you some tapas.
I don't want you to just think I'm just trying to fuck
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah.
I am, but
I
I'm
don't want
kidding,
you to
I'm
think
kidding.
that.
I'm kidding, but I don't want you to think that. All I said was that, and then literally like 10 minutes later, she's like, "I think I figured you out. You like really care how you're perceived."
Oh my god.
I was like,
Oh
"That's
my
the grossest
fucking
thing
God.
anyone's ever said to me." Because first of all, I'm like,
Oh my god.
you just watch
dude.
me do stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
So obviously I care how I'm perceived. That's the whole point of the art form. And then secondly, it's like you didn't make a very smart inference.
Oh,
I just told you how I would like you to perceive me. And then you regurgitated it 10 minutes later and are like, "No, I get you." It's like, "No, you don't. You don't."
oh, that's so disgusting.
I also feel like people that do that sometimes are very surface level.
Yeah, it sound well. Was she able to go and provide any details or examples or
Kind
or
of.
reasoning?
To be fair, she was cooler the rest of the night.
How
like
could you
this-
not be?
Yeah,
You can
this was
only-
like this was an isolated incident where it's like she was pretty chill the rest of the night, but that in general, because it's like anytime someone does that, I go, "Oh, you must not be that easy to figure out if you think you can figure out other people within 30 minutes of meeting them.
Yeah.
You must not have any depth to you."
I was gonna say they're easy to figure out. Like they're
Yes.
like shallow. Like,
Yes,
yeah.
you must be in incredibly shallow zero
To
depth.
even think that you can figure somebody out is so naive.
Yeah.
It's like such a stupid.
Which I only was upset because it's like she actually wasn't like that the rest of the night.
Mhm.
The rest of the night she was like a pretty cool kind of like
Be funny if at the end of the night you're like, I figured you out. Up front, you're a cunt. But after
once I got
that,
to
you're
know
kind
you,
of cool.
kind of pretty
Yeah.
cool. Also, I was like, do you think that's the deepest thing about me is that I care how I'm perceived? That's like
Which like
surface level
everybody-
anxiety.
Everybody does.
Yeah, I'm like, shit goes so
It's
dark.
like a
Like,
universal human
Yeah.
feeling.
also, I'm like, you just watch me do jokes about how I don't think we come back in the afterlife because if we did, I would kill myself immediately. You watched me say that joke and you go, "No, I think the deepest thing about you, you care how you're perceived."
Yeah. You don't care about mortality.
No.
That's fucking frustrating.
That I mean, really, nothing gives me more of the ick in like a young woman.
I think like with the rise of like therapy and everything, everybody thinks that they can psychoanalyze you.
It's the worst.
And dude, I was getting high with these people, and it was like my friend and then his girlfriend who I'd never met before, and she's one of those people that does not handle getting high well.
Yeah.
And she got high, and while I was smoking, I was giving her my weed. I like passed her the joint. We're all smoking, and she goes, "How much do you smoke?" And I was like,
no,
I like
I
as
already
I'm
know
ta-
where this is
as
going.
I'm taking a fucking, I was like,
You're gonna try to diagnose
I
me
was
right
like,
now?
I don't know, like 2 to 3, maybe 4 or 5 every day. Like what? But I was like, I don't know, like 4 to 5 times a week maybe. And then she was like, that's interesting. And I was like, is it? And she was like, why do you feel like you have to
Yeah,
smoke?
do you think you're trying to cover for something?
That-
It's like,
she literally was like-
obviously
she
yes,
was
but
like,
shut the fuck
oh
up.
my God. I was like, why are you making me think about this right
Yes.
now? I'm trying to have fun. And you're like, do you think it's because of like trauma
Yeah.
that you used to have and you're like trying to cope with
But
it?
those are
Is
always
it a coping
those are
mechanism?
always people that nothing bad has ever happened to them.
But-
where you go, if I'm using weed to cope, that's like my 10th biggest problem. It's
Yeah.
not even, dude.
That shit pisses me off.
That
so
does
much.
piss me off. And not to be like it's always women, because it's not. Sometimes it's dudes.
90% of the time.
A lot of times it's women.
Yeah.
A lot of times it's like young women that you're right. It's like therapy talk. They're like, Why do you do that? You think? And you're
Yeah,
like,
and
I don't want to think about it. I don't know.
I'll honestly give women more leeway with it, but if like a guy does it, I'll be like, "What are you doing?
Yeah.
Like what the fuck are we doing right now?"
I also feel like that's a comic thing because we're isolated in our little world,
Which I love.
which I do. I like our
I
little
hate
world.
normal
I
people.
kind of do too.
They suck. They're so
I like normal people that I've known for a while. It's hard for me to make new friends outside of comedy.
I mean, yeah, I like my normal people.
Yes, but in comedy, like, could you imagine if we're all hanging out at like Golden Apple, and someone was like eating a big plate of food, and you go, "How much do you usually eat a day? Do you think you're like trying to cover up for something?" We'd be like, "Harry, we're never hanging out with you again." Like,
you universal agreement to be like, that guy sucks.
that guy sucks so bad. We're
Yeah.
never hanging with him again.
Oh God, because that's not actually caring about
No.
somebody.
No,
That's almost like you're doing
It's
an
so
expose.
performative.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like it's such bullshit.
if you actually cared, you'd pull them aside after witnessing their behavior for like a couple months.
Yeah.
And then be like, "Hey, man, can I just be honest with you? Like, I think you're smoking or drinking a lot."
Or
like-
you'd just be like, dude, you're a fucking fat slob.
Yes,
Like you'd make
do
fun of them
that.
to their face.
Yes.
Yeah. Sam Biru, I make fun of him for being fat all the time. He told me about how he was having sex and he saw his silhouette and his silhouette had tits.
Which, by the way, fucking not to get serious for a second, fucking Morkana Piru, JFL, dude. Let's go.
Yeah, bro. I know.
I was so pumped.
Dude, I found out about that like a month ago while I was home,
Mhm.
and my mom was on her like laptop in our living room, and I got a phone call from Sam. He told me, and I was like jumping up and down
Yeah.
and like fist pumping and like screaming, and then my mom was like, "What's the whole thing?" And I was like trying to explain it to her. I was
You're
like, "You're not gonna fucking
get it.
I've tried explaining it to my friends at home, and they're like, "It was a thing that's big," and I'm like, "Dude."
And now it's kind
this
of not,
is
but
the-
it's still really important to
This
us.
is the biggest. This is like, dude, if you get that and you do well, which you will,
yeah.
things are gonna go.
Doors
well.
open.
Things are gonna
And
go well.
the good news is he's going in unrepped. He's on JFL does repped and unrepped,
Uh-huh.
and he's going unrepped, so he'll for sure get a manager out of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, which is good.
Absolutely. Yeah. Mark's gonna fucking. Yeah.
That's the
Hey,
boy.
same with you, dude.
That's nice. I did get a manager out of that clip.
I saw.
That was cool.
It's fucking. I mean, I didn't see. I heard.
That was cool.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. It was just some guy emailed me being like, "Hey, I'm Mark." I was like, "Hey, man." And he was like, "I'm your manager." I was like, "Yeah."
That's awesome.
No, we hopped on like a Zoom call and everything. It was kind of serious, but that's not funny.
How did he approach that?
He was just like, "I really like your stuff. Like, I think I can help you."
Did he tell you other clientele that he has?
Yes, he's with 3 Arts, which is like a big LA company.
Uh huh.
But they like, he doesn't rep these people, but it's like Kevin Hart and that whole crew,
Yeah.
Wanda Sykes, like they're all under that umbrella.
You're the only white guy in the entire thing.
For sure. No. He used to be an agent, and when he was an agent, he was Sarah Sherman and Chloe Feynman's agent.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Oh wow. God damn.
which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
It means nothing from. I'm still at open mics, but the open
Well,
mics.
that's because you understand the utility of open mics.
Dude,
'cause
I
you're not a
really-
piece of shit.
Every time I do an open mic now, which is at least 4 a week at this point, and I have this weird. This is gonna sound. I'm gonna sound like such a jackass right now. I have a weird ego thing where I go, yes, I am not above open mics. So all of you that even aren't doing as well as me, you are not above open mics. You live in Chicago. You need to go to open mics. You can't get booked at the Laugh Factory 10 times and be like, I'm retired from the open mics from now on, and then just complain when no one else books you. You're not out writing or working hard.
Oh, it's beautiful to hear.
It just doesn't.
So beautiful.
You
to
can't
hear.
do that.
So beautiful to hear.
Morkada's doing JFL. He's doing open mics.
Yeah. Mork's got a lot. He's fucking always doing shit.
Josh flew on private jets with Tim Dillon.
What?
4 shows. Yes.
That's nuts.
He's still going to open mics.
Yeah.
Because if you're not booked, you should try to do stand up.
It's so crazy to me that people will get shows and then be like, I don't need to practice now.
Dude, it's so.
Also, you can't. I mean, I know that eventually you get to a point where you're writing on shows, but aren't you doing the lion's share of your writing at mics?
Yeah.
Where like it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
what
it's
happens?
still like.
Why would you want to do that in front of like a real paying audience?
Yeah, wouldn't you want this joke to be a little bit more polished before you
Okay,
tried it in front of 100 people?
What I was gonna get into, by the way, you
Mm.
asked why I'm nervous, is because none of my shit's polished, and
That's fine.
I have so much because I'm just always doing new.
Yeah.
And I get stuff out. Like I'm able to get laughs, but then when it comes time to actually like compact it and make it polished, I literally was telling somebody like AJ's polished. Like I watched your
Thank you.
Nate Land set. and like your stuff is very polished. How do you get it to the point? Now I'm kind of like that. But like seriously,
That's
how
fine.
did you
That's
get it
fine.
from like a very rough point where it's like you have all this shit floating around to then like funneling it into this is my product?
How dare you ask that question?
Sorry, dude.
We're only
wanna-
supposed to start talking about jerking off on this podcast.
If you want to clap your
No.
feet together.
Hey man, let's get into it. Let's fucking get into it. All right. No, okay. It's actually a gripe I have with Chicago, specifically young comics, where, okay, this could be a weird. I also don't know shit. I really want to make that clear. Where it's like I am a child.
Nobody does.
I eat gummy bears for dinner most of the time.
Gummy bears are good.
I
Dude.
don't know much, but
Heads first.
no one is judging anyone off of their best 45 minutes of material at this point in our lives. Morcata got JFL, and Morcata has probably a good half hour. But Morcata got JFL because his best 6 minutes is really good. His best 6 minutes is really good. I keep seeing like young comics that are like our age and our level go on Laugh Factory and just keep trying to work in new stuff. And I'm like, your act is not done. Your best 10 minutes is not. Like, I feel like everything I've ever gotten has been like, AJ, go do 8 minutes. And then I do well in those 8 minutes. And they're like, okay, now you can do more.
So that's one of the things that I have an issue with is like I have a 5-minute bit and it works every time.
Yep.
And I don't know if I'm like comfortable because I don't do it. I only do it on shows because it's like I can't do it at mics because it's a fucking 5-minute bit.
Yep.
But like I know it will do well. But now I'm like, shouldn't I work on other stuff? So
fair.
So I have an 8-minute set tonight. If I have that bit, well, now I have 5 minutes out of that 8, and I can just like sandwich 2 before that.
Right.
Boom, I have an 8-minute set. But shouldn't I get some other stuff game ready? Because my worry is like, I totally understand what you're saying. Because I've watched Peyton build his 10 minutes, and I was like, dude, that's amazing.
And if we're being
and
honest,
he's doing it right.
Peyton Reddy, for real, he's one of the funniest people on earth. But like, Peyton's got a solid 20 minutes of material where you go, that's A-level stuff. But that's it. He's not like, and that's all you need.
Yeah.
It's not. None of us are touring the country. Like, we're not real. No one's a real headliner.
So
Chris Higgins, Kristen Toomey, maybe a couple others.
It's the entirety of Chicago.
That's like.
Our
None of us are real
city.
headliners.
Yeah.
We don't need to have a strong 45. You need a really good 10 that like blows people away.
So should I do that 5-minute bit tonight? Should I just do the hits?
No, I think you should consistently make an effort to work on the hits though. Like I think do whatever you want for tonight, but I think the thing that I started really focusing on was like how strong can I make 10 minutes, and a lot of that is by cutting stuff down.
Yeah.
A lot of that was like, what if I took my best 20 minutes and only took the best 10 minutes of punchlines out of those?
Kill your darlings.
Yeah. It's a brutal process. I also think rewriting helps a lot.
Well, yeah, that's where everything's made.
No, but like literally if you sit down in a notebook and go, I'm going to rewrite my best joke word for word, and I'm going to do it 3 times over the course of a day. Because by the 3rd time, the lines that are like, get solid left, but they aren't the best ones, you'll forget about them.
Yeah.
You'll like stop writing them down. And then you go, oh, okay, this is the core of the joke. I should just do this.
I started reorganizing my writing into a note-taking program, which I'll show you after because it's pretty cool. And I just decided, because I tried to do it before and I just included everything that I would say on stage. I would like basically transcribe it and then like review it. And I only write down the stuff that gets laughs now.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I kind of like that.
If it doesn't get a laugh, I'll forget about it. And then I'll go up, I'll do stuff that gets laughs. I'll get more laughs in between those. Maybe if they make the cut, then they're on there. If not, I'm not going to bother writing it down.
Yeah, I don't know. Like everyone has, I hate that question of like, how much time can you do? It's like, that doesn't even make sense.
I could do a loose hour.
Yeah, you know, like
I could stumble my way.
We
through
can
an
all
hour.
stumble through an hour.
Yeah.
But like, that's not a good, you know.
Also, there are people at our level. I mean, you're higher than me, but like, there are people like our age that are doing 45 minutes.
It doesn't even make.
And you're like, dude, I know your 45 minutes suck.
Yeah.
I know that you have like 10 maybe out of that.
You know what the better question should be? It should be, what's your average set length? That's a better question, because it's like, when you first start, your average set length, you're doing 4 minutes most of the time. And then you start doing showcases, and it's like your average set length is probably between the 4s and the 10s averaging out, and the 8s in the middle. You're probably sitting about 7 minutes. That's probably your average set length.
Yeah.
And now I'm at the point that if I'm doing occasional feature weekends, so I'm doing extra 20s, I do 30 at CG's. It's like my average time I get on stage is probably between 12 and 15.
That's nice.
And so it's like that's the time period I probably feel the most comfortable in.
Mm-hmm.
That's a better question versus being like, how much time do you have? It's like, well, that doesn't even, we all write all the time. Like,
Well,
we could all figure out an hour.
yeah.
That's not the hard part.
Yeah.
It's how much of this is good.
Totally.
I don't know.
Totally.
But also what I know.
I mean, a good amount. We're all doing this.
I know enough that old heads have started to be nice to me.
Whoa.
That's a
wild.
fun realization.
Dude, that is cool.
It's so funny.
You're like, oh, that's interesting.
Oh
We're having a conversation with them.
wow. You shot me a DM and said, good stuff. Whoa.
You liked my Instagram story?
Whoa.
I didn't even know you know how to use Instagram.
Maybe next I'll bump elbows with someone that knew someone that knew someone that knew Josh Johnson when he was here.
Whoa.
Whoa. Wouldn't that be crazy?
Well, I always think about how it's like you're only one or two people away from everybody in the world.
True.
Like, Matt McCusker.
Yeah.
I'm one person.
You're one connection away.
From
Yes.
Matt McCusker. Like, you and I are probably 1 to 2 connections away from the president of the United States.
Really?
I really think we are.
I think president might be harder. Like,
why is that any different?
true.
Dude, it's always like some like,
I also
oh yeah,
don't
like
know-
my
I don't-
mom's son-in-law's nephew is fucking gay with Barron Trump or something.
True. Yeah, but I'm not friends with any Jews. Okay, just kidding. I got a bunch of friends.
Yeah.
Actually, most of my best friends are Jewish at this point.
Big backtrack.
Because comedy. Well, Zachlis. Zachlis is who I'm talking about.
Zachlis is very Jewish.
Zachlis is like 10 Jewish friends in one. Truly. He
That'd be
counts for
funny
double.
if you're like, I don't have a lot of Jewish friends, but I have a really Jewish
I have
friend.
one really Jewish
so that
friend.
should count for something.
That'd be cool if I got one of each race. Like I collected them.
Yeah. Oh, dude. At my climbing gym, like they think I'm not so much anymore, but there was an incident where a guy came behind the desk and he was like Hitler saying some crazy anti-Semitic shit. And without looking up from my computer, I said, "That's hilarious."
Fun.
And then
So now they like you more.
HR told
Goes in
I got
more.
told on, but no, I don't take. I've never had a Zyn.
You're not a nicotine guy?
No,
Brutal.
I've never even taken a hit. I can't take a hit of a vape.
Really?
No, I just cough every time. I'm like a big pussy.
What if we just cocaine in here?
Should I take a Zyn? No.
No.
I would throw up, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
You'd at least get like tired and sick.
That'd be not good.
On the whole rest of the podcast.
It's-
So anyway, jerking off.
Dude, I've had guests, Ryan Oliver, where I just kept fucking taking the mic and moving it back to his fucking mouth.
And you're like, dude, you do
It's
stand
like, you
up.
do stand-up.
You do stand up.
Yeah, but the
This
thing
is just that, but sitting. This is easier than that.
also, people that do stand, I'm sorry if you do this, but people that do stand up and they put the mic on their chin like this,
Yeah.
it bothers me. I
I'll
don't know
rest.
why.
I'll rest here.
That's
I'll do
okay.
this.
That's better.
I'll do this occasionally.
It
I
still
don't
does
like to do
bother
this.
me. It still does bother
I
me.
don't like to do this. I do this if the mic is already really low in the room, because I like to be here.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
like
dude,
this. Ideally, the mic's high enough that I can just talk like this.
I never thought that deeply about the audio of doing stand up. And then I got to do the New York Comedy Club
Yeah.
while I was on the East Coast, and you barely had to talk.
Yeah.
And the entire room, they had like, it was the opposite of Zany's, where instead of being long and narrow,
just wide.
It was wide.
Yeah.
And it was wrapped around the stage, so it's so nice, dude.
Yeah.
And they had speakers on either side blasting into the room, so
Rules.
you barely had to say fucking anything.
Yep.
And everybody got it. It was so amazing.
Big clubs or like theater mics are like that too, where it's like literally when I did like the Vic, it was like I held the mic like here
Yeah.
and just talk. 'Cause
That's
it's, like,
sick.
It's so hot that you can just talk. And I like that so much better.
Yeah, I felt more relaxed because sometimes if the mic's shitty, and I guess I didn't even realize this until I got a good one, but like I'll have to like turn my energy up so much just
Yeah.
so I feel like people can hear me.
You got to project.
Yeah.
You have to feel it. And that's good for some bits. But in some bits, you're like, I actually want to
My-
deliver this line quietly.
My ideal version of me on stage is kind of like relaxed.
Yeah.
Is kind of like just like having a conversation, talking. Well, you're the same way, where you're not like fucking
No.
Yeah.
I love them both, but Josh and Kai Harrell.
That's so funny because I did that and I was like, I kind of just did Josh.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing pep rallies up there. And they're really funny at it. But it's
Yeah.
like,
I can't do that.
no, I don't enjoy it.
No, it's exhausting.
I've tried.
It's exhausting.
I don't have fun.
I remember a specific set where I was like, I was like, that's the key to comedy.
Being
You just
animated.
got to crank the energy up.
Yeah.
And I remember I did all my same bits that worked fine with like a way more energy, and everybody was kind of like, okay.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, this isn't.
You also have to do it depending on the like. I'll be more animated at Laugh Factory.
Yeah.
Because it's a bigger room. But if you go in like,
Cathedral.
dude, if you go in like the orange room at the lodge and you're fucking dancing and running, like even Josh doesn't do that.
Yeah.
Those people are insane.
They can hear the stage creaking.
You're pacing the whole 3-foot stage back and forth.
I'm going to do that tonight. I'm going to pace like Chris Rock tonight. What's the deal? Yeah. Dude,
Pacing in like a very small room
I was
is funny.
I was bombing at Uptown one time and I did a Chris Rock impersonation and it just buried me so much further. Dude, at a live one this past Sunday, I opened by saying retard on stage.
Love that.
Nothing. The rest of the set. Like I was telling you about my new note-taking thing.
Yeah.
I didn't even end. I entered one line from that set
Like
because that's
one
the
thing and a
only
laugh.
laugh I got.
Yep.
One line
Fuck.
from 4 minutes. And the laugh was just like a guy in the front that was like
But that's also, I was going to say this with Morcata.
Mork.
Because Morky B.
Marquis.
Liz, Kai, and I were all at Derek Strong's mic yesterday.
Mhm.
And they were like, yeah, it's just so weird that like there's all these new people and there's all these like hobbyists that are just constantly around. And Kai was like, he's like, I just feel like I gotta be nice to everybody. And I'm like, you should be kind to, like, you should be pleasant to everybody, but you don't need to go out of your way to be nice to those people because they're gonna be gone.
That's
If we're being
true.
like, and the example I used was like, Morcata got JFL today, and I'm pretty sure if you announced it on stage, half of the room would have been like, is that like a festival or something? Like they would have no idea what were
That's
you
a
even
good point.
talking
People
about.
don't even have like reverence for stuff.
No,
Me and Stephanie Robertson were talking about that. She actually DM'd me about it.
because Steph is one of those people, and that's
She
why
underst-
Steph and I get along.
Yeah, she loves comedy.
She's a comedy fan.
Yeah,
she
she's a
loves
nerd.
it. Yeah,
Yeah, totally. She was telling me, she was like, a lot of these people, she was telling me about like people that ask her to do her show that suck and how I basically have to start doing that. But she was basically saying like, these people don't even know who Rodney Dangerfield is. Like,
yeah.
they have no,
They have no.
the person I was talking to you about
Yeah,
before the pod
yeah.
doesn't know anybody.
They don't know anything.
Yeah. It's where it's just like, why are you doing this?
Why are you even doing it?
Why are you doing this?
And then you realize for most of them, it's like I feel like most of them play it off like I'm trying to make a career in comedy, but the reality is they want cool pictures and stuff for online
Or
and to be able to say
yeah.
they have a cool hobby.
to be
That's
an
what
actor or something.
it is. Yeah.
I know. And then when you're serious about it, you're like, oh, I'm intense now.
Yeah,
I'm too
yeah.
intense.
Oh, now I'm over the top. It's
Yeah.
like, no, I care.
yeah.
That is a lame, not to be like, let's call out Chicago again, but this is lame to me. Is there is such an attitude of this city of like, it's not cool to try at stand up.
Oh, it's like middle
And-
school again.
But then it's like, I'm watching you guys. You go to an open mic every night. You are trying.
Yeah.
You're just pretending not to, which is so less cool than just not trying or trying. And like,
Yeah.
the
Pick a lane.
lamest thing you could do is put in a lot of effort at this and then pretend you don't care.
Mm-hmm.
I care so, like, I care too much.
It's also like a self-fulfilling prophecy if you're like, I'm gonna show up, but I'm not gonna like really go for it.
You're gonna bomb.
It's like, what the point? What's the point of even like coming then?
Dude, I felt that at Shakers yesterday was such like a, and don't get me wrong, there's a lot of open mics where I will go and then stand in the back and talk to my friends.
Yeah.
But that room, it's 5 p.m. It's well lit. There's no one at the bar. Like, it's not like there's a big hang going on. And I'm watching half of like comics, not new people, people that are like my class, just sit at the bar and stare and face the wall until they get called and then go up and bomb. And I'm like, just fucking sit in the chairs and pay attention. Yeah, I know you're not writing because like, you haven't written in years. You're not getting anything done. Sit in the chairs, pay attention, have some type of fun.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be fun.
Yeah, dude. It's like, you see, if you watch the entire duration of a mic, it's like it goes through these ebbs and flows of fun, and normally ends on a high.
Yeah.
Because you have this community of like 4 people who are left, but they're all there.
Yep.
And they want to be there.
Dude,
and it's always better.
I feel like I started literally by doing it because it was like I was coming from the burbs, so I was late to every
Yeah.
single mic. I went last on most mics, and
That's
it
what
was
I do
like,
now.
dude, it's kind of fun
It's the best.
because everyone that's left is invested.
It's the best. It's the best because everybody's invested. You don't have to sit through a super long mic.
Yep.
And there's super low pressure.
Yeah.
So
I just don't get the whole like, man, I did Laugh Factory this week, so I'm just gonna sit in the back of Shakers and just not pay attention. And
Yeah.
then what's worse about it is now, you know, people aren't stupid. So like the comics that are new, or the ones that like aren't getting booked a whole bunch, that actually are sitting and paying attention, When you go up, they're like, I fucking hate this guy.
Yeah.
They're like, I hate this guy. Because he just sat in the back and didn't even watch my set.
Mm-hmm.
And then thinks he's bigger than us. And then goes up with new jokes and bombs. It's like, who the hell do you think you are?
That's true. Yeah. You have to be liked to some capacity.
Yeah. Sorry, I got weirdly serious. Anyway,
No,
you're,
that's
you're
totally
jerking off
fine.
to your thoughts.
Yeah,
and
yeah. I do have to do thoughts. It's really good.
Do you feel like that exists in Chicago of just this attitude of like, we're going to pretend?
I was talking to Peyton. Well, yeah, there definitely is, where it's kind of like, it's kind of weird to be intense about it. It's weird to be obsessed. I talked to somebody and they're like, yeah, it's kind of off-putting when somebody is like, they just like comedy is everything for them. And I was like,
How could it not?
well,
We do this
dude,
every
like,
night.
Yeah, like, I mean, how can you make it in anything? There's never been a professional athlete at the top of their game when they've interviewed them and they've been like, do you like this? And they're like, no, I could take it or leave it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I didn't really work that hard.
You know what I try to do? I try to take a lot of time away from comedy. You know, no one ever does that.
I try to take the biggest breaks.
Yeah, yeah.
I try to have like a 2-to-1 ratio of break to comedy.
No, there's athletes that are like, I take time with my family and away from things.
Yeah.
But also,
Then I pry my kids off of me and I say, Daddy's going to go hit some more balls and make us millions of dollars.
because that's why you're in this big of a house.
Yes.
You know.
Play with your pony.
But also, it's like they get to do that because they made it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And they yeah, exactly.
Those documentaries of like, do you watch Quarterback at all?
No, but I really
Dude,
want to.
Those get me fired up.
It looks really good.
Those get me fired up. I start waking up early, writing and stuff. I'm
I
like,
am Jared Goff.
yes, I am.
I'm in Detroit right now.
Yes.
No one gives a shit about me.
With
Small
my hot
market.
wife.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
No one
my hot,
cares.
thick wife.
I'm underrated in the league right now.
Yeah. Look at my passer rating.
But that documentary is all of them being millionaires and with their families. But what they don't show you is at one point they were like a 19-year-old that literally ate, slept, and breathed football. Like it's all
Yeah.
they did.
Yeah.
And so they did that for 10 years, and now they can chill a little bit.
Which is also the most interesting part. Is the part where you're like, I'm doing this purely. I don't know what the outcome is going to be, but I'm just dedicating myself.
But
to
I'm
this
all
thing.
in no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel that way with comedy sometimes. This is another, along with people being like, yeah, I don't really fuck with open mics. This is another one that annoys me of like comics at my level when they're like, yeah, I do better when I like write on stage. And I'm like, I get what you're saying, but Bill Burr can write on stage because he gets to do an hour every night. You're doing this in 10-minute increments. You should have some planning going into this.
Yeah.
You should be almost over planning.
Well, the problem with those people is they say that they're writing on stage, but what they're really doing is they're like trying everything. Like for the
Yep.
they're not. It's like if you're
They're
gonna
just
write
talking.
on stage, you need to have a core idea of what you're gonna do and where it's gonna go. You can't just go up there and fucking have nothing.
Also, what's funny is they'll be like, it makes me more natural. And my example is always is Brandon Kiefer. Have I ever talked about his writing process? I also study Kiefer to like there was a weird moment at the prom show
Yeah,
where Kiefer crushed.
he did.
He crushed. He murdered.
Yeah,
But he did this joke about his dead dog.
that was such a good bit.
It's such a great bit.
4 minutes.
It's such a great 4-minute bit. However, I like pulled him aside afterwards. I was like, "Are you bringing that back? I thought you put that on the special." And he's like, "I didn't think anybody would remember that."
Oh, that's so
he's
funny.
like, "You're the only one that." And then he told me like the
You've
next
got
day.
the foam finger.
He told me the next day. He's like, "You're the only person that noticed." And I was
Oh,
like,
that's
"Yeah,
so
dude, I
funny.
study you to like a weird level. Like, I watch Brandon Kiefer's special probably once a month,
Wow.
just in my apartment alone.
Damn.
It's a great half hour.
Yeah, he's
It's
phenomenal.
like a flawless half hour.
I still use some of the things he said in his like Gazelle interview
Yep.
for my writing, where he
Yep.
said like your joke should build and then crescendo like
Mhm.
music. I always think about that.
It's like poetic. But people will reference Kiefer, be like, he's the most natural on stage. I'm like, Kiefer's writing process, he's so notebook oriented.
Uh-huh.
You don't realize it. He writes every joke word for word. And then his process is he likes to get drunk enough that he forgets it. So he's just remembering it on
Oh,
stage.
that's kinda fun.
Like recall almost. I try to do that where I'll write in the morning and then try to like go to the lake or do something.
Mm-hmm.
And then not think about staying up for an hour and then go out.
Yeah, you're letting self too.
Yes.
Yeah, letting it marinate.
Yes, which is way gayer than just getting drunk, but I think it still kind of works.
Do you not drink anymore?
No, I drank last night. I mean,
Oh, okay.
you texted me, "Do you want booze for this podcast?" And I was like, Listen, man, it's been a weird week. I gotta chill a little bit.
That's fair, dude. I literally last week I was like, I'm not gonna drink that much this week, and then Tuesday and Thursday and Friday I
Yeah.
got hammered.
It's so easy with comedy. I know it's been talked about a million times, but it's so fucking easy.
It is so easy.
It's just available all the time. Everyone's encouraging it. It's always around. Yeah.
People will buy it for you.
People will buy it for you.
That's the thing.
That's how badly they want you to
Yeah.
drink.
Isn't that crazy? That
Which is
people-
also a sign that you're a good time, though. Is that people are willing to buy you drinks.
That's the most valuable lesson my mom ever taught me. Is if you're a good hang. My mom would always tell us, she's like, I smoked in college, never bought weed, and then
And you're like, Mom, are you sucking dick?
yeah, exactly. I was like, what were you
Sorry.
doing, Mom? Dude, but seriously, I was kind of like, she
Like,
was always
Mom.
like, I was like the mom of the lacrosse team, and I was like,
All right. All right.
God, I hope my mom doesn't watch this episode.
Dude. All right.
She's a good
I'm
lady.
sorry, Miss Meredith. That's my bad.
Mrs. Mathai.
This is what?
I probably shouldn't say the
Can
full.
we say it? Can we say
No,
it?
that's
Oh, okay.
Mrs. Mathai.
Can I pee real quick? Can
Dude,
we do a
I
pee
have to
break?
pee.
Okay, beautiful. Can we do a pee?
Yeah, you pee first.
You guys think we're peeing? Harry and I are gonna jerk
We're gonna go
off.
jerk off, and then we're
Second
gonna
half
come
of this
back.
podcast is gonna be so calm and chill.
We're gonna be so sweaty. All right, yeah, take a piss. That's
Huge.
who's like his hero.
Yeah.
That'd be the equivalent of me opening for Tosh.
Dude, Tosh is also my hero. Have we not talked Tosh before?
No,
Tosh is my
dude, I'll
that's-
talk to anybody about Tosh. Like that's how much, dude. He's on my Mount Rushmore.
Oh, I mean,
that might be-
he might be my one. Well, it's Louis, but then he might be.
Dude, my Mount Rushmore is literally Louis, Norm, Tosh, Patrice O'Neal.
That's a great Mount Rushmore. I don't have any black people on mine, but just kidding. Rolling. Little foot
Yeah,
clap.
dude. Tosh's stand-up is. I've listened to more hours of Tosh than anybody else, and it's
Yeah.
like without a shadow of a doubt.
Dude, even like his first half hour, that Comedy Central one, you're
Yeah.
like, oh, this is great.
I know it's
It's, like,
amazing. It's so abstract
Yeah.
and fucking creative, and it's like over the top silly, but then also biting.
I also like Lucy's made this comment to me before, where Lucy was like, Lucy, we were just having like an honest conversation of like, I was telling her and she was telling me, when do you think we're best when we're on stage?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was like, I think Lucy's best when she's like silly.
I agree.
Yeah, when she's like truly having fun. And Lucy told me, she goes, you're best when you're like kind of being cocky and antagonizing a little bit. And she compared it to Jeselnik, but I was like, I think Tosh is a better version of that.
Totally.
Where
yeah.
it's like,
also closer to your jokes.
yes, because that's what she's like, not the material at all, but the attitude of like, I'm a decently looking dude and I'm just saying jokes and you're not going to want to laugh, but like you will.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, this is funny.
Yes,
That's a
which is the gayest thing we've ever said. Also, Dan Soder is my hero, but that's a different.
that's a good one.
Soder might be my Mount Rushmore, honestly.
I mean, that's not a bad pick.
I know it's a hot take, but Soder might be.
He's very good with voices.
Soder rules, dude.
Dan Soder. He has a very good Indian man.
So does Matt Calhoun. He was doing it in the vault last night. It was
That's
cracking me
why
up.
it's me and Matt. Yeah.
Really? Okay,
me, and,
okay.
me and Matt for the past. It's funny because him and I used to just do Japanese voice all the
Yeah.
time. Like Matt Calhoun, but now we've moved on to Matt Calhoun. The buffalo runs through you. Dude, he said something that's so funny. He was like, "Never borrow a shirt from a man that is naked," or something. Something like that.
It's like fake wisdom.
Yeah, dude.
That
I
kinda
have
rules.
I have an hour from Tosh, and it's like ripped from 2020 when he was at the Mirage because he
Oh,
doesn't put his
shit.
stuff out anymore.
Yeah.
I'll send it to you.
Can you please?
I've listened to it over 10 times.
Oh, I'm like excited for that.
Yeah. And I know how normally you're not supposed to emulate people on stage, but Dan Donahue, the guy who like brought me to Zany's after he saw me at Vouch, he told me, he was like, yeah, when I saw you on stage, you reminded me of a young Tosh.
Yeah.
And dude, I just was in the green room and I was like, oh,
that
my
rules.
God, bro.
There's people where you go, you're emulating them, and I'm like, I'm actually kind of okay with that.
That's
I'm cool
the
with
thing,
emulating
bro.
them.
It's
yeah.
like if you think I'm like Tosh,
I'm fine
yeah,
with that.
I'll take that.
Mhm.
And I know I'm not even remotely close to how like good he was at that age or anything, but Tosh is like also a guy that's like, and I think this is a good sign. He's very like layered. He's not like
Yeah.
you could emulate Jeselnik easily because Jeselnik is so.
There's people doing it.
There are.
Well, let's say who.
The first month into comedy, also before I got into comedy, I would go to the library at my school every day. Like
Yeah.
in the period between I graduate college, I know I'm doing stand up, but I haven't moved to the city yet, so I can't do it. or I guess you did that all the time, but I was in college, so I was like, I'll just smoke every day for a month,
Yeah.
and then I'll move to Chicago.
Then I'll move.
But I would go to the library, and I remember being like, what kind of comic am I going to be? And all of my writing, dude, it's all Jesselnick.
Yeah.
Like, I thought I was going to be a Jesselnick guy. I thought I was going to be
Really?
like
I'm
super,
so glad you're not.
super, dude, my early sets, I thought it was going to be super economical, super like, yeah. And then I said this.
Yeah.
Like, it was kind of like the attitude
My
and everything.
favorite brand of comedy is a dude that looks like me, new open micer, and he clearly wrote the jokes with way more confidence than he's delivering them with.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
That
to
was me. That was me.
Yeah, but we all went through that phase, but it's so funny when you see like clearly like a dude that outside of comedy is doing really well.
Oh,
A guy that's like
I love when they come
I'm
down
thinking
to our
of
level.
I'm thinking of one. I'm thinking
Uh-huh.
of one where it's like they're clearly
I mean, you can say
crushing
the
it.
name. I'll bleep it.
Actually, like he's grown on me a little bit, but can you believe this?
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't. I've watched him, and I'm like, you clearly are trying to find it.
Yep.
You're trying to find it.
And I respect that.
Yeah.
He's trying to
I've
find
seen
it.
him do multiple different people. I've been like, this week you're doing this week you're doing
Yeah.
this.
Which is natural. That's part of
Yeah.
it. But it's so funny to just go up and be like, so like I was thinking today, like they always deliver the opener with a bunch of confidence, and then the rest of the set is just like, so like women are kind of dumb, right? You guys like agree with that, right?
Women are kind of bitches, right?
And it's just a room full of bisexual women, like shakers, and you're
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
okay,
Shit.
you're gonna have to self-deprecate. You're gonna have to make this funny at some point.
Yeah. I don't. Nobody's ever told me that I'm emulating somebody aside from like that Tosh comment.
Really?
No. Yeah. Do you think I emulate somebody?
I don't think so. If I'm being honest.
I guess that's good.
Do you think I am? I'm trying to.
No,
think
I don't.
now.
I can't. I'm pretty good at watching people because I
And
listen to
being
so
like,
much
who do
comedy.
they
and being
watch?
like, I know exactly who you're doing right now, but I have never watched you and been like, he's doing so and so.
I think if anything, you could watch me in different phases and be like, he's emulating a different Chicago comic.
Yeah.
Especially when I was early on, I was very much
He's doing
trying to do
Kiefer.
Luca. I was trying to do Luca. I
Wow.
was trying to do Luca hard because Luca was like the only one in the suburbs that was successful.
Damn.
And then was I think trying to do Kiefer for a little bit too.
I definitely like almost did Kiefer for a little bit.
It's hard not. He's so funny.
Yeah. I had like a couple month phase where I was listening to too much Phil Hanley.
Yep.
And I would do Phil Hanley on stage.
I think my whole class was doing Jeff Asmus at a certain point and still kind of is.
There's a guy in our scene who does Jeff Asmus so unapologetically, and it bothers me so fucking much.
Can you say the name?
I can't fucking even remember his name. That's
Oh yeah.
I can't watch.
And a
that
lot
guy.
of those dudes also,
I can't watch.
because I think this will end up happening with our class at some point. A lot of those dudes were friends with Jeff. Like I think was friends with Asmus. And so now it's like they're seeing his success. They're probably around him a lot. They're just kind of molding to that sort of, you know what I mean? It's like he's the one that got out. He's the Timberlake. So it's like they just gotta.
Maybe that's what I have to do.
Yeah, maybe that's the.
Yeah.
You know.
Gary Goldman has a quote, and this is gay. It's very gay.
Okay.
And I just did Tyler Buckingham.
Tyler Buckingham as Trump.
But yeah, this is me as Tyler as Trump. But I have a quote on my phone, and it's from Gary Goldman. It's "Don't be the best, be the only." And I think about that a lot. Where it's like, because I'll watch
great,
people and I'll be like, why am I not them? It's so dude, this happens. Me and Max Storich had like a hour-long phone call about why are we not Sam Biru?
Yeah.
Like we watch Sam Biru go up on stage and he's so cool and calm and laid back.
Yep.
And it's just like the crowd comes to him.
Yep.
And me and Max were both like, why are we not that? And then Max was telling me about how he went up and he was like, maybe I'll be cool this set, and he bombed.
Yeah.
And it's like, yes, but that's not who you are.
It's not who you are.
You can never be that.
You're trying to emulate
So
somebody that you totally not.
Exactly. So you have to just be yourself. And even like I would watch. I mean, I still do. Like I was listening to like Matt and Shane this morning, and Matt has like the whole thing with like the flute, like the 432 hertz thing, which is so funny. And you're kind of like, I wish I was eccentric and had that thing.
Yeah, and had weird hobbies.
Yeah.
And it's like,
But then I'm also like, I do rock climbing. I have a guitar. I have like weird shit. And
Yeah.
it's like, and it's shit that I love. So why would I ever want to do someone else's thing?
yeah, why would I not
Yeah.
want to embrace my shit?
But that happens so much when I watch someone on stage that's doing really well, and I'm just like,
Fuck, why can't I do that?
why am I not that?
Why am I not that person?
Why am I not that person? But then you're like, because I'm not that person.
Because I'm not, yeah.
So I'll never be that person. I don't want to be that person.
I was trying to do like loud drunk comedy for a really long time.
Yeah.
And it's not. Actually, someone put it really. I can't remember. It might have been Lucy. Lucy and I have a lot of like deep. Do this with Lucy. If you like pry it out of her, her comedy opinions are actually really good.
I'll pry.
Yeah, you should pry. She was like, "You're best when you're like, aw shucks Midwest guy." Almost like Tommy Brennan a little bit. Where it's like, have you seen Tommy?
Yeah.
Tommy's just very like. Clearly, you could put this person into a sitcom because they're just like they're funnier when they're likable.
There's a sweetness to it.
Yeah.
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 Totally. It's kind of like almost like an innocence as well.
Yeah. I used to have this joke where I would like talk about like fucking a lot and getting an STD.
Yeah.
And then the only line that would work would be at the end of it. I go, I actually don't even know what chlamydia is.
That's funny.
But that would murder.
Because they believe it.
Yes. And then
Yeah.
Luca like pulled me aside and he goes, "That's the funniest part because it's the only part that like feels honest
Yeah.
to you. Like that feels real."
Dude, I'm about to hit my 3rd year in like 2 weeks, but
Yeah, it's very cool.
I never thought that would happen, but
You thought you'd be
like
dead.
my first like 2 years, and I still do this occasionally, but my first 2 years especially, I would just like have these crazy meltdowns at mics
Which was funny. I was around for a few of them. You're one of my favorite people at a bad open mic. It's you and Hunter Hirsch.
Oh, dude, that's such good company.
Hunter Hirsch at a bad open mic
So funny.
is one of the funniest things you'll
Yeah.
ever watch.
I've tried to explain this to my friends how comics have like come up to me and been like, I love watching you bomb.
And they're like, "So you're doing well,
Yeah,
I guess?"
They're like, what? So that's bad. You're bombing. And I was
Mm.
like, I guess there's a silver lining to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I would kind of try to do these bits where it was like it's so disconnected from what's going on in the room right now, and it's just not working. And then I get frustrated,
Mhm.
and then I start I feel like a squirrel in a corner with
Yeah.
like that's like I have to do something, and then that's where I would get laughs, but I didn't want those laughs
Right.
because I was frustrated, and that's
It's
how I
never
was
the thing
getting
you
them.
want.
Exactly.
It's never the laughs.
But then I would listen to it and I would be like, dude, that's actually me. Like the
Yeah.
guy freaking out right now.
That's
that
the
I'm
most
listening to,
genuine version of
That
me.
is me.
Yeah. I always wanted to be the Jeff Asmus. I'm fucking and it's like kind of sarcastic, but it's cocky.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second I started being like, "Nah, this is just what happened," and I was just kind of a bystander here, like then that started doing better. I'm like,
Yeah.
Okay, this makes more sense.
Yeah. And I've heard stories about Jeff just like he would bomb horribly.
Yep.
But that's who you want to be. You want to be the guy who bombed a lot and then started killing.
People also, R.I.P. Ken Flores, but people like rewrite history with Ken, where they'll be like, "Dude, he was a killer. We all knew he was gonna blow." It's like, no, my group of friends, like the new open micers, we all knew how good Ken was. But anytime you were booked on a show with Ken, they'd put him first because they were like, "He's not that good."
Wow.
That was like a known thing in Chicago.
That's crazy.
Yes. Where it was like the old heads now that are like posting about him being like, "Damn, we're so sad he's gone," which is nice. Don't get me wrong there. But none of them were Ken Flores supporters in the beginning.
Yeah.
None of them. Like,
I have such
not a
petty
single
sidetrack after
one. Yeah? What do you got? What's your petty
Kyron
sidetrack?
Harrell.
Yeah.
After,
If you don't think I called him about that.
after Ken
I love Kai.
after Ken passed
I
away.
love Kai. If you don't think I called him about that, you don't know me well enough. I
Kyron
called him
Harrell
immediately.
posted about 70 comics on his
Dude.
story, shouting them out, and I was like, I have to be in one of these.
Yep.
and I wasn't. And then the next, it was like a month later. Like I was climbing with him at my gym. He was like, "Hey, I love you. I appreciate you. You're the best, man."
And you're like, "I didn't get my
I was
flowers,
like,
though."
Yeah, but I'm not gonna swipe up and be like, "Yo, I know that this guy died,
But
but like,
could you repost a clip
you
of mine?
couldn't put up a single. Can you just put up Macklegate?"
And that came from a good place. Because
No,
I know
yeah, it
Kai.
came from a great
it
place.
comes from a
Kai's
great place.
He's a sweetheart. He has a very small butt. And he wears tight pants.
However,
However,
I do think there's a lot of that in Chicago of like, man, we got to give these people their flowers. Like, actually, we don't.
no.
We actually don't. For like, we don't have to kiss ass as much as we do. There's
Yeah.
a lot of kissing ass right now to people that really don't matter that much and aren't working that hard.
We're kissing saggy asses.
Ooh,
Saggy asses.
kissing saggy asses.
Maybe that should be the title.
That's
Kissing
like a
saggy
good.
asses.
That's like a good cover band name.
Saggy asses or kissing saggy
Kissing
asses?
saggy asses.
Yeah.
I don't know who they'd cover for, but
One of the people in that band commits suicide for sure. Yeah, but what's the solution to it though? Because like there is like this circle jerk component to it, but isn't that inescapable?
yeah,
So
I
don't know
feel
what
like
to
there's a
do.
changing of the guard happening. I don't know if that's just more so in my head than anything else, but like it feels like the young class is rising
Hmm.
in terms of opportunities and stage time and whatnot. It feels like that's happening now.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah,
I hope so.
I think it is. It's just like there's always going to be some element of like a dude that's been doing comedy for 40 years that's kind of an asshole, and it's like we just got to deal with that. That's around, you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because the funny ones never are. Like Kiefer's the nicest to young comics.
Dude, that's so true.
Keeper's
He's so
the nicest.
supportive of it.
Like
yeah.
Burkhart's like that too, or it's like these are just good guys and they're really funny.
Dude,
The people that are gatekeepy are never.
can I tell you
hilarious.
something crazy?
Yeah,
So Jackson was on a show
yeah,
and
bro. Are we bleeping these names too? How much are we bleeping to this?
I mean, I'm gonna have to go through the whole thing.
Okay.
But Jackson was on a show with and they both completely ate shit, and then he did pretty well.
Yep.
And then after and she went, "You're really funny, Jackson. You're really funny." He was like, "Okay.
Thanks, lady.
Thank you. Sure." And then a week later, they both unfollowed him on Instagram. And that's all that happened. Was he didn't do bad. Isn't that nuts?
so annoying?
Isn't that nuts?
And then I'm in the spot now.
I might leave all that in.
No.
No, you're right.
No.
But who's gonna get there? But I know that there are fucking people in our scene who watch
Who
my
watch
pod
this? Yeah.
just so they get names. I went through my subscribers and there's a shocking amount of people in our scene.
Really? Of
Yeah.
just comedians being
And
like,
I was like, oh fuck.
yeah. Here's my. Now I'm getting to the level, which is nice, and it's not. I'm not trying to be an ass, but like, those people that did those things to me are now trying to be really, really nice to me.
Isn't that a bitch?
Yeah, it's really. It sounds fun until you're like, this is kind of annoying.
That doesn't sound fun at all.
I actually kind of hate this.
Yeah.
Like, don't do this to me. We were
Oh.
never friends. You turned your back. You know, that's cool. We can still be pleasant, but like, I'm not going to be friends with you now.
Yeah. We also don't all need to be friends.
No, it's a coworker thing. It's fine. We don't all need to be hanging out in apartments doing podcasts, but some of us can.
Some of us can.
Some of us can, and that's what matters.
Some of us should. In front of a camera with their feet out. You know, that's life. That's what happens.
Can I tell a lady story because I did last time?
I'd love to.
Oh, actually, it's the
Or
same.
I'd love to have you do that.
I'd love to. But I bring this up. Well, this is going to be a weird. I thought, you ever think of something and be like, that's going to be a fun conversation, and then you're like, well, I forgot we were talking into the internet. Okay.
Basically every time.
Okay. We might have to cut this. This might be weird.
You had a girl ask if she wants to make out. I mean, that's dream come true.
Pretty sick.
That's the coolest thing ever.
Pretty sick.
Yeah.
I feel weird that I brought that topic
You're
up.
gay
but
if you
it's-
don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What am I, a homo?
No, you're not a homosexual. I was going to bring up something about homosexual.
That would be my question was like, my question originally was going to be, will you kiss a girl the first time you meet her?
Me?
Yes. And then
Oh,
secondly,
dude.
will you do, like, does it change if both of you, because I was also drunk.
Well, the problem with me is I'm a huge...
Dude, we got to cut so much. I mean, we need to cut the last 20 minutes.
They're going to think I called myself an N-word, but if I'm with a girl and I don't go on a lot of dates,
Yeah.
I have a thing where I am a huge pussy, which is the word I said before, but I chose to bleep it because I felt bad. Because I don't want to use women's anatomy. Also, I have a joke to run by you on the pod.
Love that. Love that.
Okay, because it's gotten very mixed reviews.
Okay.
But so if I'm with a girl, I cannot kiss her unless I explicitly ask, "Can I kiss you?"
Same.
I can't do it.
Same rule.
So, I mean, the thing with you is like if she asked, I'd be like, we're in.
Yes.
But that's never happened to me. My first girlfriend sort of just went for it on me, which I was like, amazing.
Love that.
Which I kind of need to happen, but otherwise I won't do it. I just can't.
Yeah.
I'm a huge pussy.
Here's my move. Actually, okay. Cut the previous story.
Okay.
For real, because this one's better.
Starting anew.
Same girl. Same girl. This is all right. This made me think she was cool.
Okay.
Like I'll redeem her for the I think I figured
After
you
that
out
bitch thing she said.
I think I figured you out. I'll redeem her for that.
Yeah.
Which was my move, and I need to retire this move. I've used it too many times. But here's where I justify.
Still works, don't.
It's a move because it's like I'm asking for consent but not making it weird. Where I ask a woman, "Hey, can I kiss you?" And then if she says yes, yeah. No. When she says yes, I am like, oh, cool. And then I don't do it for like 5 minutes.
That's smart.
So funny.
That's smart, actually. Yeah.
It gets really funny.
Yeah, I would actually. You should do that and then not do it for like a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done it for like an hour. I've done it for like, can I kiss you?
That's really good.
Because I don't say right now. I'm like, can I kiss you? And she goes, yeah. And then like does like the hair thing, and then you're just like, oh, cool. And then just go back to doing whatever you're doing.
Yeah. Oh, you're priming the pump. That's
so here's
smart.
the thing. Tried to do that with this lady. Tried to do that with this lady. I go, can I kiss you?
Yeah.
And she goes, I feel like you're doing this to try to. She was like,
no way.
She goes, I feel like you're trying to do this like make me like feel awkward. And she goes, no, maybe later.
Oh fuck.
She goes, no, maybe later. And then I told her, I go, that's usually my move. And then I'll not kiss for like a little bit. And she's like, yeah, but now I have all the power.
She does. Oh,
and
this
I was
is
like,
kind of
yeah,
hot.
you kind of do. Yeah. I had all the power. Or I was like, damn, I've done that move so many times. I've never had to get shot down like that.
That's fucked up.
Because then it's just weird.
Good for her.
Yeah.
That's sexy.
That was kind of cool.
If she just takes the high ground away from you like that.
I was like, I kind of respect that you really took high ground there.
That is hot.
That's a better story.
I haven't done it yet, but
Yeah.
when I was in New York, I saw so many beautiful women that I was like, I have to develop a plan of approach. And what I'm going to do when I see somebody who I deem worthy of potentially being my wife,
yes.
so I'm going to go up to them and I'm going to say, would you mind if I hit on you right now?
That's kind of fun.
It's pretty good, right?
That's kind of fun.
It's pretty good.
That's a good one.
Anyway, so the joke that I want to run by you, every guy I've told this to
Mm.
has been a huge fan. Every girl, not so much.
Means it's a good
Inspired
joke.
by a true story, because I was on stage at Rabbit Hole, and Allie wouldn't stop yapping.
Yep.
And I literally was like, okay, whatever. Allie's being a bitch, and everybody laughed. And then she was like, oh my God, Harry. And then we got into the car, me and Jackson. And I was like, yeah, she got like really upset about me calling her a bitch. And she texted me about it after. And then after in the car to Jackson, I was like, calling a woman a bitch, that's like calling a black guy a jerk. I honestly think it's one of the best things I've ever said in conversation.
That's really funny. I like that a lot.
And I did that on stage at Underground, and it bombed so hard. But then 3 guys came over to me, and they're like, keep doing that.
Keep doing that. It's going to work eventually. Yeah. No, I agree. I would keep doing that. It's fun.
Oh, man. Yeah, they don't like that.
Do you have moves with women? Do you have go-tos where you're like, this will work?
Yeah, I'll take their hands, and I'll put them over their head. That's like, well, we're already.
Yeah, right?
I thought it'd be funny to answer it with something where it was like clearly past in the heat of the moment. I'll put a pillow underneath their ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's my cosmopolitan bit. Moves with women. I mean, I'm a big proximity guy, which is like kind of a.
You follow them home?
Don't follow them home, but know where they live.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Just know where they're going to be.
If I like somebody, I will just be around them. This sounds so creepy, but proximity is everything. There's a reason that in high school you develop crushes on girls you were in the class with.
Yeah, it's like a work crush where you're just around her every day. Yeah.
Yes.
Bingo. So you just try to be around a woman all the time.
So if there's a girl, okay, there is a girl that's at my gym right now.
Okay.
Who I have a tiny crush on.
Ooh.
And she's leaving.
Tough.
Rip.
Hate
But
to see it.
if I know she's on shift, I'll be like, maybe I should go climb right now. You're just putting.
Just being around her.
You're just being around.
Just being around her.
Don't even have to talk.
Yeah.
But if that happens, it
She's
happens.
walking her dog right now. It's late at night. Maybe I should go around her.
There's an alley.
Maybe I should just be close.
This is a super big tangent or side thing.
I'm with it, though.
With
What do you got?
alleys, dark alleys, very scary.
Yeah.
Put up string lights, gay. Immediately. Not scary.
Most
Isn't that crazy?
Most things that are scary can be made gay.
With string lights transform any environment, in my
Yes.
opinion. You could have like a saw, like torture chamber.
Truly.
You put up some string
lights above you are
it's
like,
so
it's
rustic and
magical in
beautiful.
here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy how much string lights do for a place.
Did you say that was going to be a long tangent?
No, I just thought it was gonna be.
Hey man, crazy
I
string
could
lights
keep
are
going.
pretty cool.
They're pretty. Yeah, they're
Pretty
gay
sick,
in a
dude.
good way.
In a good gay.
Good gay.
I mean,
Yeah.
gay is a compliment.
Yeah, like your hair.
Yeah, my hair is super gay.
It's hard to believe that's natural, dude.
I know.
Also, I was gonna run by a sketch to do with you
Yeah.
about. It was gonna be called Guy because through working at. I'm really good at like not being succinct, but through working at my gym and like making videos that have sort of done well.
Yeah.
I've kind of been like getting market research before I do this in comedy.
Right.
Of, like what works, what doesn't work, and I found this formula that's pretty good. And it was going to be called Guy Who Can Definitely Grow a Beard. And it
Fun.
was just going to be two guys who are in total denial about the fact that they're never going to be able to have beards.
Yeah.
So I was going to be like, you and I should both shave, and then I was going to like tell you to write on it, and then we both record it. I'll show you the style, but you sort of have a nice stubble going
I got
on
the stubble
right now,
going
dude.
now. The trick was I grew it all out and now then cut it to stubble. I think that's the move.
Yeah.
The move is grow it all out for like 2 months.
That's a long 2 months.
Yeah,
You just
it
have to
would-
accept that you're going to.
Bro, in the Nateland taping, I have like a pretty puby beard.
Really?
It's not great.
Yeah.
Did you notice it?
No, that's a thing.
Okay.
And then you know what's funny about that is because I'll always be like, "Oh yeah, I had a pretty puby beard," and then people will be like, "I didn't notice," and
No.
I'll get more hurt.
Yeah,
that
you're like,
didn't
damn,
notice.
dude.
You didn't notice my pubes?
Fuck.
Dude.
I worked really hard on those pubes.
God damn it! I remember I had like a kind of puby thing going on with my chin because that's like the strongest growing area for me.
Yep.
And I was coaching kids at lacrosse, and I was wearing a hat, and this kid comes up to me and he's like, "You're a ginger, coach," and I was like, "What?" And he was like, "You're a ginger. You have like red facial hair," and I just went home and shaved.
Damn, dude. And that kid probably never even thought about that again.
No.
Changed your whole
That
life.
same kid picked up a cicada and ate it.
Oh. Kind of cool, though.
Very cool.
Kinda
I
cool.
gained so much respect for a child.
Yeah,
I
you're
literally
like,
was
that
like,
kid's pretty sick.
and dude, the craziest thing about the cicada is it was in his glove. Like he was like, "What the fuck?" And he like pulled off his glove, and there was just a cicada in his fucking glove.
And then he ate it.
And he was like $5.
That
Some
kid.
and then you know those kids are like $1, $1, $2. They just immediately get the $5.
Yes.
And then he just ate it.
That kid will be at an open mic in 10 years.
Yeah.
That kid will.
And he'll be funny
And he'll be good.
because he's doing that for the love of the game.
Yes.
Yeah. Nothing better than doing that.
Just love of the game, dude.
Yeah.
When Zach and I were doing the podcast, we did this thing that Max and I would do where whenever there was, like, Max and I would just go quiet.
Uh-huh.
And then Zach Liss is so awkward, he cannot stop talking.
Yeah.
And we would just let him go.
Oh,
and he'd
that's
just be
so
like,
funny, dude.
"So, fellas," and just start looking around.
Just
And Max and I would both make eye contact and be like, "Don't give in. Just stay quiet. Just don't.
Oh, that's
don't let
so
him."
good. That's so fucked up.
It was so mean to him.
Yeah.
We also do this thing to Zach.
Zach's a sweet boy.
Did I tell you what we did to him for Hush Hush? It was like, this was like 6 months ago, and we just had like a weird kind of bad crowd.
Mm.
And Zach was going last. He was doing 12. He's like, just light me at 10. And then Max was hosting. And so I was in the back about to give Zach the light. And Max goes, "Don't light him."
Oh my
Just-
God.
We just let him run to like a bad room.
How long?
He did, I think, 22 minutes.
Dude,
I mean, he
how
went,
much was he supposed to
he
do?
was supposed to do 12.
Oh my God, dude, that's so fucked
He
up.
probably, because Zach's a good comic, he probably
is.
assumed that something was wrong and that he had to stay on stage.
Did he comment on it at all?
He made it to about minute 17 and then goes, like, after a joke hit, he goes, "I got to be close to done." Like, breaks the fourth wall, talks to us. And Max goes, "You got 2 left." And then
That's
and
so
he goes,
funny.
"Okay, I'm just going to leave on this." And then we viciously lit him his entire closer.
Oh,
We
that's
just
so
couldn't
funny.
stop lighting him.
That's so awesome.
So fun.
Stuff that the crowd had no idea was going
No,
on. too.
no.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I love people that can make a show fun like that.
Yeah.
Because we need that.
Kiefer helped me out at one time at an open mic, and I was like so pumped that this worked out. Where we were, wait, I think you might have been there. It was at Lottie's.
Oh, was everybody brought up Matt Calhoun to host?
Yes, it was at Lottie. Dude, that's
so
one
funny.
of the greatest things I've ever done in my
That's
life.
so funny.
Me and Maddie were hosting, but then I was done
Surprise
hosting.
bringing up your boy to host.
And I just was like, I will pay you $5 to just don't tell him, but just bring up Matt Calhoun as the host.
As your next
and
host.
she's like, I can't do that. And then I tell Kiefer, and he's like, you don't have to pay me.
Yeah.
And what's so great about Kiefer is not only did he say that, he went up, and then the next person he brought up was Matt Calhoun. He was like, now hosting is Matt Calhoun, because Matt's also the kind of guy where I know he's going to go up.
Yep.
And then Matt just did it, and it took the room from like a 2 to like a 10.
Yes.
Oh my God. And then Max finished the night by doing a full Jolly Bean.
Oh, I mean, legendary night. Legendary night. Max
Those
did,
are the nights I live for.
Max did 8 minutes of Jolly Bean, which
Yeah.
is an Asian woman.
To like an encore.
Yes.
Like, I mean,
He just did an Asian voice for 8 minutes.
those are the greatest nights.
Unreal. That's what we need
That's
more
why
of.
you go to mics.
That's what you're there for.
You're not there to get better.
We're not there to work
You're not
on
there
jokes.
To write. You're not there to work.
No.
You're there to watch a guy do an 8-minute impression.
We're here to embarrass our friends publicly.
Yes. Oh, dude. I love making my friends uncomfortable. It's so fun. It's like the greatest thing ever. I used to do it in high school with my friends, and they didn't appreciate it really.
Yeah.
But
Comics
I
feel
can
like
at least be like, okay, that was fun.
I respect how funny that was.
Yeah. But when they do it to me, I get furious. No.
Yes.
When was the last time you've actually been like furious at someone?
Oh. I don't know. Like a comic or just in general?
Anybody. I just don't really get to that point.
I don't really get that mad.
Yeah.
I just get annoyed a lot. And then it festers.
Oh, you got the fester?
I think that's it.
Yeah, your stomach lining is coming apart.
Yeah, it's happening.
Yeah.
I don't really get mad though.
Have you ever yelled at a girl in a relationship? Like where you're like fully like she's like in her bra or something and you're like throwing a stapler at her or something?
No, God no.
It's like the movie fight.
I've been in a fight with a girl where you're both kind of talking angrily.
Okay.
I've done that. And then you punch each other. No. No, that's crazy.
Uppercut box.
Yes. No, my ex-girlfriend, I would I feel like, okay, young me, when someone didn't listen, I was like, I got to be louder.
Of course.
You know what I mean? That's just a young man's game.
Of course.
And now I'm like, if someone's not listening, I just stop talking.
That's a good move.
Yeah.
Women hate when you stop talking.
I go, I'm going to stop talking and then figure out what I'm going to do about this later.
Yeah. But I thought you had a story of where you were like
no.
screaming. Yeah. I had an ex, and whenever she would get mad at me, she would like voice her complaints or something. I would do that. I would just not talk.
Yeah.
And I would just be like, okay. Yeah.
Women
sorry.
hate when you're calm and
Dude, they cannot stand if you're calm and cool and collected.
Yeah.
That's the long game.
Yeah.
And it's tough to maintain, but I've never broken it.
I also like doing that when you know you're actually right.
Well, yeah.
Because you're like, I'm not gonna yell
it's
my
way
point.
easier to do
Yes.
when you know you're right.
When you know you're totally right about
just
this.
be like, sure, yeah, I'm sorry, And then I remember one time I was doing it to her, and she was like, just fucking be mad at me, just fucking get mad.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I'm not gonna get mad at you.
It's a sympathy thing. They want you to just match their emotions.
I will not match you. Also, I came from a household where my dad would always yell at my mom, and it was just like, dude, can we not do this?
Can we not do this? I don't like this.
It wasn't even like it was scary when you were little, but then it just got to the point where it's like, oh, are we really fucking yelling now?
I'm doing this again. What's your love life like right now?
0. It's horrible.
Kind of same.
Yeah.
I've been doing so much comedy. Why? What's your what?
Dude, that's the thing is like it's so hard to justify with comedy.
Yeah.
Because you're always like, well, yeah, I'm doing comedy, and that's good.
Well, also, not to side rant for a second, I feel like not just women, but like partners of comedians or anyone with a passion, they always do that where they're like, yeah, I get it.
Up front.
And they find it attractive at first, and then you for real can only hang out at 10 p.m., and then they get annoyed.
Yes.
And it's like, well, I was honest about this.
And then it's like, I'm sorry that I have to cancel on you to do a podcast with Ryan Oliver,
but
you don't understand how fucking elusive Ryan Oliver is.
Yes.
I've been trying to get him on my pod for 8 months. And
Yeah.
he finally agreed at Will's Northwood Inn one night where I was 10 shots deep, and I need this to happen.
And you're like, I need to make this happen.
And I did drive home. but anyway, that's a joke, right?
It's a joke. We're just fucking around.
Just joshing around. But
Just joshing.
so it got to a point where, yeah, she got mad. That was like the big thing where it was literally because I had to do a pod with Ryan Oliver.
Yeah.
And I was like, this isn't going to work. And then also I just was like, she didn't have a passion parallel to comedy. And I was kind of like, well, it's cool that you like this, that I do this, but I kind of want you to have your own thing.
Yep.
So you can really understand it. Yeah, so I basically told her that I wanted to do more comedy and less her.
Yep.
And she was really mad. And then we met up a couple months later just because she wanted like some closure. And she literally was just like, all my friends they watched Whiplash together.
Yeah.
And all of them were like, oh my God, Harry did this to you. Like the monologue in the beginning where he's like, when I'm with you, I'm going to be thinking about drumming. You're going to resent me for thinking about that. And then I'm going to resent you for resenting me.
You. Yeah.
And they're all like, yeah, you whiplashed me. And I was kind of like, yeah, I did. That is my favorite movie.
Yeah, I do love that movie. Well,
and when I watched that scene, I was like, one day I'm probably going to do this to somebody.
Whiplash is like Fight Club, where you're like, I like this movie, but I don't like a lot of other people that like this movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, a lot of those people are just insufferable.
Yes.
But you're like, no, I'm different.
I'm different. I get it.
But ever since that girl, I haven't. It's been nothing. I swore off on my fridge. I have a piece of paper that says I'm off dating apps indefinitely.
Oh, I'm off dating apps
I
forever.
signed it. I
Yeah.
had 2 witnesses sign.
Mm.
And for whatever reason, signing things means something to me. Like, dude, the reason I haven't written on a piece of paper I'm done with porn is because I know I'd be done with porn.
You know,
Seriously.
you're not ready to give
If
it up
I
yet?
did that, I would never watch porn again.
Yeah.
I can't go against a signature
You believe in your word.
for some reason.
I love you for that. That's good.
I did pinky promise with a girl I was going to marry her and then take a Snapchat of that
That's
and
tough.
then break up with her 2 months later. But a pinky promise means nothing.
Pinky promise doesn't mean shit, dude.
My fingers were crossed.
What a lame. No. Also,
What?
you just like, that bugs me when like someone would be like cool with the passion and then mad when you're spending time away, because it's like, yeah, the idea is that you also have a thing that you're spending time on.
Yes.
That's that's kind of what this should be.
Well, yeah, it's like I want you to be training to be the #1 tennis player in the world, and
Yes.
then while I'm doing this,
Well,
and then
I'm doing open mics.
we reconvene for like a 15-minute period, and then we go, oh, okay, things are going good. Still love you.
Yep.
Let's talk about the civilizations in the Amazon and how sophisticated they were, and then go back to doing our thing.
I also feel like my problem is I'm very low maintenance emotionally. Like, I don't really need a lot of
I've literally
conversation.
told girls I need food and water. That's
I
it.
need so
I've
little
told them that verbatim.
in terms of like, dude, my mom died while I was with my ex-girlfriend, and like most of the time we were still talking about her.
That
And
happened in high school to me, dude.
I don't even blame her. It's just like, I don't really need that much comfort. Like,
That's so
I
funny.
need alone time to figure it out by
that's so
myself, but
funny.
I don't really need.
But they
you
don't
here.
understand that.
No.
And they get upset about the alone time thing. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
And you're like, I don't really need this. I'm cool.
My high school girlfriend, I was with her when my dad died. I literally went to her house the day my dad died.
Mm.
And like literally by the next week, I was just like, no, I'm really sorry you don't have any friends.
Yeah, yeah.
And like that sucks. That
Yes,
you
and then your
moved.
mom's mad at you. I'm
Yes.
so sorry.
Dude,
Things are tough
and
all
your
over.
mom's being a huge bitch.
Yes.
Yeah, but that stinks. I'm really sorry about that. Oh my god.
But also, I feel like that has become such a guy cliche where they're like, I just want like a low maintenance girl, and it's like,
well, you have
I
a
kind of
joke
agree
about
now.
this, which kind of frustrates me because I've written, and I've never done it on stage, but I've talked about it. But like, when you talk about Caitlin Clark, and like how you have a joke about Caitlin
What
Clark
bit
and
is
like
this?
how she's just like a guy.
do I have this joke?
Yeah, it's on your Instagram.
Do I really?
Yeah.
Repeat this joke to me.
I know the gist of it, which is basically just like that everything Caitlin Clark does. I think you were saying like there's a lot of guys that like Caitlin Clark, and it's just because everything she does, she's just a dude, and she would be like super fun to hang out
I
with.
really don't think this is my joke.
Are you serious?
I'm pretty sure.
Dude, I'm pretty sure it is.
Really?
We have to go on your Instagram.
We have to go
find
check
this.
at some point.
Maybe I'm like conflating it with my version of what I think it is.
Okay.
But the thing about Caitlin Clark, and the reason I invoke her name so much, by the
Yes.
way, with my ex, she would
Mm.
listen to every podcast episode.
And be like, are you in
And
love with Kate
One
Clark?
time, dude. One time we were in her bedroom and I said something about Caitlin Clark and she went, enough! about Caitlin Clark.
She's over it.
And I was like, whoa. And by the way, I want to say this. Women do not support other women because
Hot take. I actually think that's never been said on a podcast.
Because-
before. That's never been said.
because
This is a very original take by Harry Meredith.
because women want to do this thing where they're like, we want you to be like love our personality and all this. But every single girl that I tell my celebrity crush is Caitlin Clark to, they go, she's not even that hot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's not about that.
Right.
And then they're like, why wouldn't it be about that? And it's like, aren't you the fuckers that are saying it should
Yeah.
be about the intrinsic qualities
'Cause I'm
and
a
how
good guy,
competitive
that's
she
why.
is? I'm an amazing guy. Which is why women don't support women. It's like, yeah.
Dudes are also like that though. Dudes don't support dudes.
Yeah, of course.
We're the same.
They'll throw a dude under the bus the millisecond they can get pussy with it.
Yeah.
Humans, this is the problem with gender politics, identity politics, is we're all assholes.
Yeah, we kind of suck.
Every one of us is a fucking dick. And whenever you go, no, they're dicks, it's like, no, of
No,
course
it's
they're
everyone.
dicks, but
It's everyone.
we're all dicks.
All the politicians are pedophiles.
Yeah.
Not just yours.
Every single politician is a pedophile.
Yes.
Every single one. AOC, she's scissored some 16-year-old girl.
Yeah, when she does, it's probably hot.
It's extremely hot.
We
We're
gotta
leaving
get out
that,
of. We
right?
gotta get out of the. We can leave that for sure.
Yeah, okay. That's not that bad. I think I was going to say, oh, yeah, but the whole thing with Caitlin Clark is like, I'll sit on that back deck at night and I'll think, what is my ideal woman? And I'll go, okay, my ideal woman is funny. She's smart. She's creative. She'd probably play golf with me.
Yep.
Maybe a game of chess. She'd also have an instrument. She'd probably want to play pickup basketball. She'd want to watch hockey with me.
Yes.
She'd want to play video games with me. And then I'm like, okay, it's just a guy.
Just a guy. That is my joke. Where I'm like,
That's what I'm
that's
saying.
the joke. Yeah, it's a.
Where my ideal woman is
Is a
a
man.
guy.
It's for sure a dude. it's absolutely a dude.
She doesn't take long to get ready.
Yes.
It's just like it's.
But then, okay, so not to be like, let's be feminists for a second.
I am a huge feminist.
I am too.
I'm the biggest feminist.
I was raised by women. What are I actually was raised by women.
I was super torn up when my mom died.
I just like when dudes try to use that as like, I'm actually a really good guy.
Yeah.
I was raised by women. Of course. It's like, okay.
Shocking.
What are the aspects of femininity? You know what I mean?
See an enemy.
See an enemy. What are the aspects of the feminine where you go, I actually like that? Because I have a few.
Go ahead.
There's not many.
I
but-
also have a few, and they're mostly about how in touch they are.
Yes, I was also going to say, in a weird way, this is going to sound very like, he's an asshole, like caretaking.
Yeah, they're nurturing.
Because here's what was nice about my ex. When my mom died, she kept wanting to be like, if you need to talk to me, like kept wanting me to talk about it. But what was really nice was like, she was such a good like homemaker. Like, this sounds so red pilled. She like would like.
Her pecan pie was second to none.
Yeah. No, even like she would just like be
I
like,
know what you're saying.
hey, I'm gonna pick up food and come by,
Yeah.
and we're gonna watch a movie, and I'm gonna like
It's amazing.
have like a blanket that just came out of the wash, like that kind of stuff. Where you're like, women are better like creating like a comforting
nest.
atmosphere. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that kind of stuff was great.
Yeah.
Where it was like, oh, you're making my life easier. This is cool.
Uh-huh.
That I really like in a woman. Because even like I live alone now, and the more comfortable I try to make my apartment, the more it is just like everyone that comes over is like, oh, this is nice. It's so clear that a dude lives here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, I wish I could be more homey. I wish I could have that to me.
Bro, my ex, like, I went to her apartment for the first time, and my jaw dropped.
Yep.
I literally was like, this is a home.
Yeah, I feel so comfortable.
I went
here.
into the bathroom, and they were like, you can light the candle, and we have incense in there.
Yep.
And they have, like, pictures on the... I've tried to do a good job here, but it's still very obvious
Yeah.
that a guy lives here. But, yeah, when you go into a woman's place, it's just like... Dude, Maddie Naughton, too, her apartment is like... Oh, you're like, oh, my God, this is so nice.
Yeah,
this is
because they're comics,
this
you
is
forget that they're women.
But in an apartment,
Yeah. Well, because that's my thing. If I'm gonna require out of a future partner that she's cool with my like dude stuff, and like can conform to that, I also got to do the same for her. So now I'm like,
the compromise.
I should have throw pillows. I should have stuff
No.
on my walls. I
Throw
should have
pillows.
things.
I can't get past. The
But you know what I
pillows.
mean? Where it's
Yeah,
like I should have a comfortable home.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
It would. It would be a better place to cultivate
Yeah.
positive emotions. It's kind of funny that we are like, women don't support women, but let's pull it back.
Let's pull it back
Let's pull it back.
because we're actually like really good guys.
They're great in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Which is what you said. No.
That's not what I said.
That's not what he said.
That's
and
not
if
what I
and
meant.
if you think that's what he said, you misinterpreted it and you're a dumb fuck.
Yeah. That's not what I meant at all.
If you are watching this or listening to this, thank you for the audio listeners. I really appreciate you guys. If you've made it to this point, know that if you've been offended or annoyed or anything
That we're sorry.
that's negative with whatever we've said, we're sorry,
We're really
and
sorry.
B, you're probably a retard.
No, but we're like really sorry.
But yeah, C, we're also sorry.
But mainly we're really sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Looking to camera, are you guys mad at me?
Are you guys?
Are you guys mad? I'm sorry.
It'd be funny if someone commented, "It's fine."
It's fine.
But the only comment I get is, "Take
Feet.
off your socks."
Take off your socks.
Yeah,
Hey man, if I get a girlfriend, I'll come on this podcast. Take off my socks.
that's all it takes.
That's a bet. That's all it
I'm gonna
takes.
be pulling for you so hard now.
You're just going up
Just
to women at
kid
shows.
AJ.
AJ's like a really good guy. You should go.
I just
yeah.
know that my pod is entirely dependent
on feet.
you getting a girlfriend.
No, dude.
Well, what's your plan of approach
Here's
to
my.
find love?
Okay. I've been single for like a year, and
Long time.
I'm in a weird. I do this thing where I get ready for a relationship, and then I just grab the first woman, and I'm like, that's gonna be first one that I like. You know what I mean?
Uh huh.
And I think
I'll
this.
grab the first one that lets me grab them,
Yes, huge part
metaphorically.
metaphorically, and. And we got to cut that story. That was so weird.
I'll cut the story.
I'm just kidding. Okay, we probably.
But
should
you're
cut
not
it.
kidding.
No, I'm not kidding. I love
Okay.
that a little bit. Okay.
I'll send you a cut before I post this.
I think we should cut it. I think it was weird.
I'll cut it.
Okay. Anyway,
I'm gonna cut it tastefully.
Okay.
You'll find out.
Okay.
I'm pretty good at editing.
I believe you.
I'm good in post.
It's just gonna be like a super cut.
There's
of
no
me
other
saying
podcast
the-
in Chicago that does this, by the way.
I know.
Just want to say.
I know, and that's why I keep coming. That's why I respect it. Okay, I would like to be pickier this time around, because I feel like what I did in my last relationship was I was like,
I just went with some fat slob.
no, she was great. She was great. We just didn't work.
Okay.
And I think my thing was going into it, I was like, you know what? I'm very like emotionally distant. I'm kind of like an avoidant attachment style. I don't really like work well with women. So like I got to be better. I got to put in the effort. And then I did that for like the first 3 months. But then eventually you got to still be you.
Mm.
So then I felt like I drifted back into me.
Yeah.
And she rightfully was like, hey, what happened? And I was like, I was just being overly empathetic and like overly
You're like,
communicative.
babe, don't be the best.
Yeah,
Be the only.
be the only. I'm trying to be.
being AJ.
I'm trying to just be AJ. And so now I'm like, I feel like with the next, whatever the next thing is, I got to be very upfront of like, not only saying, hey, this is how I am, but like showing it like, this is, that's why I'm like hesitant. And this girl, you know, who knows what this turns into, but like just an example of, I thought about the other day where I was like, should I like clear out a day and take her out to dinner? And then I was like, maybe not, because that sets a very unrealistic expectation of that I'm going to be able to do this going forward.
Yeah,
know what I
well,
mean?
that's
'Cause I'm not
like
gonna be able
love
to do that.
bombing.
Yes. Of like,
You have to keep bombing.
yeah, I'll take a night off of stand up to go to dinner with you. But then if we're in a 6-month relationship,
setting a precedent.
I'm not going to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, there's a barrier to entry, and I think that sometimes, yeah, that's how you get in.
Sometimes that's the barrier to entry is
Yeah.
you got to put best foot forward.
And then you can do that sparingly, but
but I think
it
that's
still
kind of
means a
fake
lot.
to be like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
you're think about like upfront and like honesty and like being picky.
Yep.
I definitely resonate with. I've told all my friends at home like the next girl I'm with, it's gonna be serious.
It's going to be serious. It's,
It's
gonna be
not
really
gonna
picky
be a
about it.
thing. Yeah, I'm like really the vetting process is gonna be intense.
Yeah. Just two dudes red pilled as hell sitting here. We're vetting women, dude.
I'm liberal on every single thing except I say retard. I'm gonna cut this. Do you want to just end the pod?
I think we're good. I think
All
we've done enough, right? We're going to have to cut quite a few things, but I
All
think we're good.
Let's end the pod.
Wait. Oh, shit.
All right, no, we're back.
We're going to have to cut back
All
in
right,
just to plug.
plugging.
I didn't know.
This
if you
will be
wanted to plug
posted this upcoming Monday.
here. Huge.
And so I have a show tonight, but none of you can come to
None
that.
of you can come.
What about you, AJ? Where you
Just
at?
follow me on Instagram at AJ
Oh, yeah.
Leidig, Leidig. That's it. If
That'll
you
be at
made
the
it this
link in the
far,
bio.
Yeah.
Yeah. Best feet in the game, AJ Leidig.
Best feet in the game. Come on,
Dude,
boys.
ever since I've told this to people,
Yes.
because they're always like, AJ's doing pretty well. I'm like,
You know what launched him?
it's because of the pod.
It's because of the pod.
As soon as the
It's
foot
the
clap
pod.
happened,
Foot clap
a
happened.
separate branch on the timeline opened up, and that led to Nate.
That was my big boom.
Led to Nate. But next time you're at the cellar, like, how'd you get here? Like, dude, let me show you my wiki feet.
Let me show you.
All right.
Let me show you the boys.
All right, that was fun.